Welcome to PBKC Streaming Live. Streaming Live. Streaming live in West Palm Beach, Florida.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Coming at you live from the Palm Beach Kennel Club in beautiful West Palm Beach, Florida. 1111 North Congress Avenue, located conveniently across the street from Palm Beach International Airport. I'm Matt F., and joining me is some kind of motley crew, including...
I'm Terry.
He's Terry and Drew. And today we are going to be bringing you our 6D, event 6D, the D flight of our 100k guaranteed multi-flight taking place. You okay?
Everything's great. Yeah, we're doing great. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, much
Okay,
better. I can
so
hear you guys.
$300 buy-in, 100k guaranteed. We began this flight with 89 entries, and I believe
Correct.
at the restart we will have 38.
You are correct on all counts, sir. No, restart's 44.
Ish.
Ish.
Yeah, last second. We had a couple people come in last second, and Max
Okay.
late reg. But we are going to be playing down to 12.5% today.
Which just so happens to come out to 12 people.
Exactly.
Which is weird.
Fantastic.
Crazy. Math be mathins, baby. But yeah, this is our third flight, and I'm sorry. Fourth flight. Math don't be mathin'. This is our fourth flight, and we got moneymaker events. We got 3-4 events every single day. Currently, we got a horse event going on.
Moneymaker tour. There we go.
We got a satellite going on. If you guys are watching this and you feel like playing some tournaments, come on by tonight. We got a mega turbo satellite into our $300 buy-in. It's going to be an $86 buy-in to the satellite, and we're going to have as many packages as we do people. So come on down, check it out.
More the merrier. And checking out the table, players are, looks like they're receiving their instructions. We're going to start off with Miss Keisha in the box. We are coming back from the second break and joining the action live at level 9.
Yep, we're going to start out with 1,015 blinds with a 1,500 big blind ante.
Let's get into the action.
As stated, yep. Action. Right button. There we go. Action.
Don't open it. It's on fun.
All right. As I said before, we're giving our players the last minute instructions. We're going to start you off with.
All right. Listen.
Did you find a new site?
January 31st, right? 1:35. I'm on my phone trying to get a promo.
Announcements and stuff.
Right? That was it.
All right, so this is a look at our feature table. It's already a veritable who's who of
Yeah, it is.
local
Bunch of
poker
regulars.
personalities. We got Gino, who I feel like he's been making final tables left and right for the last couple months here. We got Mike in the 3 seat. We got my dog Rich in the 7 seat. We got Deborah hanging around. No, this is quite.
No, this is going to be a good one.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one.
That doesn't mean I need to get one off every once in a while.
Welcome on in, chat.
We do encourage audience participation here on this show.
December 31st, 1:30 in the morning, bro. Going to January 1st. I'm like trying to get something going on, and I open my phone trying to get on Pornhub. Like, oh, we can get you.
You showed it, yeah? You showed it. I did that.
Okay. You guys mostly been on this table before. It looks like the cards are perfect.
I have
no
not.
phones at the table. We got them over here. If you need to use a phone, just have to actually step away. No headphones either. If you have any questions, one of us will be right over here. Come on, anything else? Sounds about it. All right, good luck.
No
guys.
metal trinkets.
Stay off Pornhub.
No
Right,
metal
yes.
cards.
Can I respect Juan to walk my phone over to me, let me make a phone call, and
All
then
right, and the action has begun.
4K.
It has begun. Sorry, I watched Mortal Kombat again on
4K.
that movie last night. Got it on the brain. And we've got a couple of Kennel Club hands right here. Brent and Ryan both with K9.
I'm gonna need a fish. This shit ain't gonna work.
The biggest fish right here. So.
I'm grateful I'm here, but this ain't gonna work.
Actions on you. What would you do?
Well, you know what I'm gonna do.
You know, sometimes the commentary takes care of itself. if you got
Like
the
I
right
said,
table.
with this
Yeah.
table, I don't plan on talking over them because we might miss something. So, especially when Gino's talking, which is pretty much like 88% of the time.
Mike is still here, so you can beat Mike.
Rich is going to go ahead and fire and take down the first one. Pretty easy bet and get.
Easy game, bet and win.
But registration is photos now I'm worried about. Yeah, he's terrible before registration. But now,
He just mad.
he's a whole nother person.
Now he's just
I don't even know him. I don't even know him.
All right, here we go. Small big, guys.
you at least insulted him at least once.
I actually kind of play like an adult when I'm down here. Until I
Lock
get
it.
really, really,
You don't have to lie to us. We all
until
know.
I get really, really, really bored.
Doesn't take much.
Not arguing that item. I would like the flat.
Come on.
Let's go.
Oh, that's it?
10. 10K.
All right. I will tell you one thing. I am definitely locked.
Deborah all in with that ace-8.
So we got Deborah all in, and Mike's telling her that he's live. He's going to close out the action and see 5 cards with 10-6 of hearts. And
Airborne Ranger jumping into the chats.
Ranger, what's up, big dog?
Not yet.
Well, that's about as anti-Mike's hand as possible. He's going to need a 10 or a 6.
Maybe next time.
Deborah with the double. What's up, Ann? Welcome in, chat. Lock it in. We got a long day. We are bagging at 12 players. We are down to 38. Started at 89. There's a $300 buy-in. This is our flight D. We will have 2 more flights.
Sunday is the final day to get into day 1. As you mentioned, well, we have a night flight tonight. And
Yeah,
then
3 flights. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we have 1 night
And
flight
then-
tonight and then 2 tomorrow.
Correct. And then Monday will be day 2. We'll be doing a feature to final all day Monday, starting at noonish.
And just so you guys know, we have pretty much everybody in South Florida hanging out for the Kentucky Derby. So if you're looking for something to do, come on down. We got ladies wearing hats, people bringing in their dogs. Everyone's betting, everyone's drinking, everyone's having a good time.
Good
Come on,
times be had.
come on down.
Bet 4K.
Wow, Mike's going to show that he raised pre-flop with the 10-7 suited.
Right.
Flopped the flush draw, turned the 10, gave the free information.
Do you really get info from Mike from that one?
No, not at all. But
No.
That's the best
no,
part.
but yes. No, but yes.
Yeah,
you
you're
got
right.
the info of what he did, but that will never tell you what he's going to do in the future.
Yeah.
Correct. That's just Mike.
That's just Mike.
You got to keep it guessing, or keep your opponents guessing.
Well,
is
you gotta
the
keep
word
them
I'm groping
separated.
for. Yeah. Oh wait, I shouldn't do that. That's copyrighted.
Not the way you do it.
No, okay. No one will confuse it for the real thing.
Nah.
Okay. All right, good stuff.
I love seeing Keisha in the box. Keisha, a longtime vet. She's been doing it probably close to 25 years.
She deals so fast, time rewinds a little.
Actually, we're in talks with her agent about possibly getting her on the stream team.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need some
With her
more.
agent.
We need some more female representation, and I had some talks with her, and she seems very interested. So she's gonna have a nice little audition during the Moneymaker, and we're gonna see how she does.
Sounds like fun. Be
Yeah.
great to have her on the team.
To be honest, it'll probably be your job.
I'm okay with that. Great flop for Jacks.
No, it's a great turn
Actually,
for
great
Jax.
turn.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's a better turn.
Actually, a great turn.
Dun, 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 dun. Mike's gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah, Mike's shutting it down. He doesn't care if
It doesn't matter.
if Buddy has a full house and ace or what. It doesn't matter. Mike's just
Min clicked
that's
it.
like the worst 5-card run out for Queen Nine of Spades in the
Correct.
history of Queen Nine of Spades. Mike was thinking about it just because it was checked twice, but discretion is the better part of valor in this situation.
And looks like now we're down to 36.
That is a
Table's
full
gonna fill the table.
full table. Give a shout out to our production crew, Twan working the floor. We got Jason in the back, Sue in the back. We did a little recon upstairs before we started our feature table, and some local notables that are still in the field. For those of you in the chat, Fredo is hanging around with 30K, which is about 15 big blinds. Nestle, who's taken down a big event. Was that our multi-fight, right?
He took down
Yes.
the main event. It was a no, he took down a main event.
Oh, the Moneymaker main event.
Yes,
You're right. Yeah.
yes.
So Nestle has 90K.
He was the big story of the night with the coming in from a $200 satellite and cashing for I think it was 80.
That's right. Now
So it was a moneymaker. Yeah, main.
now he's hooked.
He's back.
We got a
One of us.
local dealer / local pro Cody hanging in there with 54K downstairs. Local favorite Skip also with 40K downstairs. Ruthie, who's a mainstay in our chat, she actually lost a big one just a couple minutes ago. She doubled up her opponent to 200K. She lost with pocket queens. Her opponent had pocket sevens, and he hit a 7
It was
on
a
the
jack
flop.
high board and 7 on the flop. Turn paired the board and it was just a jack high board. It was just a big hit to Ruthie's stack and
Yep.
a really big hand that we witnessed.
And one of your favorites, Twan, hanging around with 10 bigs downstairs.
Mr. TNT himself, he's hanging in there, hanging tough.
Yep, TNT.
When he's not being a gym influencer,
Wrong
he
Twan.
spends his time.
I was gonna say, I don't think that's
Is that a different Twan? No, it is Twan with 10 bigs. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying gym,
Oh.
gym influencer.
Yeah, that's not
No,
him,
no,
bro.
no. I guess you guys don't follow him on socials. He's been in the gym. Anyways, just trust me on that one.
Now, normally I say don't listen to Ron, but this time I'm going to say absolutely do that. Please hit the likes and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel.
Like, follow, subscribe, smash
Don't
that
listen.
button, baby.
No, do listen. I said do listen.
This time, yeah. No,
Yeah,
he
this
said
time
other
I said do
times.
listen.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's kind
bunch-
of nice putting a face to Brent Hoover. I've seen his name on a lot of chip stack leaderboards going into day twos. He's a mainstay in multi-flights. And there's somebody
Yeah.
going through the fire alarm door.
Not the action you were expecting, were you?
There's somebody going through the fire alarm door.
I mean,
So
we were
do have-
expecting it.
We do have a lot of tourists here today.
Yes,
That's funny.
the text in big, bright red letters, "Do not open, alarm will sound." It's, I mean, it just doesn't send the message hard enough for everybody, I guess.
Apparently not. Right, we take a little
And
pause from the table because, good lord, is that
wow, it's like it's story time now. Okay, turn down the noise. I'm going to tell you a story.
How about a diamond on
Oh,
the board?
wow,
Oh, it double
yeah, but
pairs the board, though. I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
and this story is Ryan hits an ace-high flush, and he's absolutely demolished.
Oh. Oh, Chad is the one who jammed.
It doesn't have a happy ending.
Yeah, Ron, they came in through the side door right next to the booth. A couple of Derby tourists just walked right through.
Yeah.
Didn't see the
Dude
huge
legit
red
said,
letters
"Oh,
that
I-
say fire escape
I
on it.
didn't know.
I didn't mean to, but I kind of was like, buddy, can't you read?
Yeah,
It just kind of came out.
and the letters are at eye level if you've never been here,
Literally
everybody. So
bright
you
red.
walk right up to them.
So I think this is, even though Ryan has a nut flush, I think this is an easy fold. Just the way it was played, it was just a checked pre-flop. Everybody just limped. So the fact that
Yeah.
Buddy bet the 8 on the
Right.
flop,
Yeah,
checked the
two
turn
pair.
for deception,
It's
and
kind
then
of
the
like
board
it's
pairs on the end.
Two
It's
pair
not
on
worth
the
it
board.
to
Yeah, you
look 'em
can't
up
really
here.
call
yeah.
your flush there.
I think the all in there was. I don't think you're ever getting a call, even from a 4. I think it's
No.
tough for a 4 to call. So I think your best bet there is try to get value, maybe bet half pot, give or take. But
Ann says salad and turkey soup, and I like how she singled me out. But I actually got to eat today, Ann, so I'm not like out of my mind starving. They feed us on Derby Day. That does sound good, though. All right, it's Ryan with King Queen suited. See what he can do with it.
Raise it up, 4K.
Under the gun, he's going to open. Little under 3x. Little under 3x open. Gino with a pair of 10s. See how he proceeds.
Re-raise.
I was going to say,
All right.
knowing Gino, he will
Small three
proceed with gusto.
Small 3-bet to 9K.
Okay, exposed cards. Six of spades.
How dare you expose yourself on the table? There is a lady present, sir.
Brian jams, King Queen suited. Gino snaps, and we're flipping.
yeah, it's an easy call for Gino with the 10s and his chip stack.
We got the chip lead on that, and he's not at risk. So we have Ryan immediately being the player here at risk.
And no, they feed us on Derby Day. They got a bunch of stuff that they bring in because everybody's working and everybody's working a double, so they feed us.
Okay, yeah. One card, sir.
Mike helping us make it look
Alright.
good.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
the-
king right,
right
on the flop.
And a queen.
oh,
It's
wow.
A little bit overkill. So Ryan's going to double here with King Queen suited under the gun.
I know we're supposed to keep it poker related, but Anna's asking. No, they brought in a good array of sandwiches from a deli. Got me some tater salad.
Show
No,
meat
they-
potato
they-
salad
They do a good job of feeding us on Derby Day.
once a year.
Well, yeah, Derby Day is once a year.
Well, I'm trying to say they feed us once a year. You know what, guys? What? I starve the rest of the time. What's the problem?
He's like, I'm on my break. I don't have to be here and help you guys.
I hope you guys enjoyed listening to Drew because it's probably his last shift.
Oh, Keisha just got off the table. Get Keisha. Where'd she go? Get her over here.
She's probably back on the table. It was half an hour ago.
That's true.
So here we go. The big stack with 106K. You know, everybody else, I'm going to guess the average is somewhere in the 30, 40. We think the average is.
Well, it's got to be more than 40 because if the 40 was the starting stack.
Oh, never mind. I don't see that. So what am I not on point today, apparently?
It's all right. We're gonna get there together.
I don't know if I ever. I
as
don't
a
know if I'll
team.
ever get there, Terry.
I would say starting stacks average stack
60?
right now is probably 60. Yeah,
Yeah.
give or take. We could go
Yeah,
up.
if you
We,
go
we could go up
89
and look at the
half the
screen,
field.
but you
No,
know,
I was
no,
going to
we're
say
not-
the screen's there, but that's
No.
it's
We're
not
not doing
really
that.
it's
accurate.
too far.
That's
It's too far.
30
not
minutes
doing
into
that.
the future.
Am I going to limp 9-8 suited? Adam right behind him with a pocket pair.
I'm not sure. I think that's a little too early position, especially with Mike's stack size to
I
be
would like-
calling
I
with
like-
8-9 suited.
Listen, man, at this stage of the game, I like the razor fold method.
Yeah,
If
100%.
If you want to play it, just make a little raise, and if you don't want to raise with the hand, then just fold. Unless, of course, Mike is balancing in some monsters.
Airborne
which I kinda
Ranger.
don't know if he is.
Oh wow.
Airborne Ranger says
Speaking of
we're in better shape
monsters-
today. 34 left at the second break yesterday. You don't have to tell me. I was there.
Incoming 3-bet from Ryan. Or not.
Hello?
Very sneaky flat here from Queens on the big blind.
Wow,
This
he
might
got
actually
lucky
work out
with
for
that
him.
flop.
Yeah.
Nothing on the flop. Great
This
news
might-
for
and a-
Ryan.
Oh
and a
wow!
check.
Look
He
at
is
the check.
Full trap mode from
That
Ryan
is
here. Yeah.
that is an impressive trap.
So, if you're trapping pre and you're trapping on the flop, do you check raise here or
100%. Yes,
I mean,
this
yeah,
is the time.
I think
Yeah.
this is the
the
perfect time.
If he's got aces or kings,
for
it
the
is
check
what it
raise.
is. But this is the one.
There's no way you can. Yeah,
Oh, he's going big.
I mean, there's
I feel like just all in. Why even put in like 35? Just get it in.
when you have like 40 or 50. Yeah. Or you could do. I mean, I guess you could do like a small
is-
raise to like 25, which is still half your stack.
Yeah,
and
but then you're gonna let in all the flush draws in for a cheap price. I mean, this has got to send in
Here's an
alarm
all-in.
bells for
him.
we're gonna have a snap call,
Oh, now you realize he got you?
and Ryan is gonna be huge favorite here.
Gino says, "Oh, now you realize you got me," but in fact, he does not. Gino, you can't always be right, buddy.
Yeah, Gino's always right sometimes.
Deuce on the turn.
And a very trappy play from Queens pays off for Ryan. Max value on a 7-high board. Queens versus 10s.
I mean, it's a good trap.
Keep it on. Note it, but maybe it's not. Note it, but maybe it's not going to be in the top 5. Maybe. It's a pretty. It's an interesting play from Ryan here. Very trappy and very well disguised monster queens on a 7-high board. It
It couldn't
really
have worked out
for
any
him.
better with that flop. I mean,
Correct.
7 deuce 4. I mean,
7-4 deuce.
You know,
10s never folding. I mean, there's a lot of flush draws and maybe a top pair A7s that maybe Ryan could be check raising with. Yeah, exactly. He said, "I can't believe you had queens." I mean,
it's like
he
I still
played it-
can't believe he
yeah.
had queens. Yeah.
Yeah. Adam thought for sure he had the best hand. I still think the hand could have went 3-bet pre-call and probably get it in a 7-high board. Like, I mean,
I think
don't-
9 out
I-
of 10 times that's how it
I
does
don't-
play out.
I
Because I
don't
don't think
think-
queens are ever just smooth calling in the big blind, especially when under the gun just smooth called.
Correct.
You know, so I think
I'm just saying, even if it was a 3-bet pot and the 7-high board, I think Adam still could have maybe got away from it, but more likely with their chip stacks, they were probably getting it in. Can't really blame Adam for that one. So here we have Deborah.
And
Yeah.
you think Ryan played that right by just smooth calling queens in the big? I mean,
think-
obviously
I think
it
it
worked
was-
out really good for
I think
him,
it was
but
a little
I mean,
risky, but
I think-
I don't think it was terrible. No.
I think, like you said, if he raises pre-flop, I think his opponent just calls with 10s, and then they get it all in on the flop anyway.
Right.
He still might be a little trappy on the flop too, and check it. You know,
Make it look like an ace-king 3-bet, yeah, and
Yeah.
then miss and check, and then would be a good flop for. Yeah, there's a couple ways that could have went down, and I think 9 out of 10 times, like you said, I think they're just getting it in on that flop. If they were deeper, maybe Adam could get away from it, but they both had 20 bigs.
yeah, close to the same. Yeah,
So
a little more maybe.
Don't see a world where we're not getting it in.
All right. Gino disrespecting the Kennel Club hand immediately. Rich respecting a 5-3 for reasons.
Rich opening super wide here. I think he's just playing off his image. He hasn't played a hand in a while, and he's going to go for this one. It's going to buy the position, interestingly enough. Mike's going to defend here with a suited ace from the small. Adam has an absolutely terrible hand that he's getting a really good price. Interestingly enough, Rich flops best
Naturally.
with a pair.
I mean, that never happens when I play 5-3, but, you know.
He's going to keep the pot small. Mike turns second pair on the board and best pair in the hand. Adam's got a backdoor flush draw along with a gut shot straight draw. Mike's going to lead out with what he's pretty sure is the best hand at this point. Adam's got a nice little combo draw, and he's short stacked, so he's going to shove it all in. About a pot size raise. A little less than pot. Gino can't help himself, making comments.
I mean, it makes our job easier. So I won't stop him.
As Terry mentioned, Gino is no stranger to our live stream feature tables and also a lot of final tables we've seen him on.
Wow, Mike's thinking about making the call here. I think what Mike's thinking is if his opponent had an 8, he would have bet on the flop, and then if he had 9-10, is he really betting this way? Wow, Mike's making a really good call here. Actually impressed with Mike's play.
70-30 flip. Mike makes a really good call, as you said. He's going to have to dodge a heart, a king, 5 for a straight. Adam's got a lot of outs with this combo draw here. And that's not one of them.
Wow, well played, Mike.
Mike's going to win a quiet little 50K pot here.
That's a good read.
So what is that, half an hour from now? Half an hour from now?
Yeah. So after Ryan doubles up with King Queen suited, followed by pocket queens, pocket tens, he's now our chip leader on the feature table, the 122K. 2 hands, big turnaround. Brent with ace queen suited. Announces 4. No action.
Small, big to the Gino.
Big to the Gino.
Big to the Gino.
Yeah, you heard that?
That was
Claudio
smooth.
giving Gino a little shout out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal that.
Big to the Gino.
Raise 4,000, man.
So 4K
Brent
to go
gonna
with the trades.
Keep it going with another hand. Small pair. 4,000. No reason to get excited. No reason to not play the hand. As
You're at
I
the
said, if you're going to play the hand,
Palace?
you might as well make a little raise.
It's every reason to get excited at the Action Palace.
Gino's got a hand on the big blind. Is he going to? He's probably going to just flat this one, I think, maybe from early. Oh, I'm wrong. He's reaching for 3 betting chips.
Raise 18.
Early position raiser. Snap folds of 3s. It's a nice little squeeze. And it even looks like a squeeze. I mean, we know Gino has a hand, but it looks like such a squeeze here. Early position open. Somebody behind him just flats. Good hand, right timing for a squeeze there. It's going to work. Again, Ryan leads away with 122K. Brent right behind him with 105K, even after losing 8K. He's still got over 100K. And everybody else is a little under 100K, and all the way down to Deborah, who has 13 bigs, 20K.
You leaving? You taking it?
Not yet.
3 players.
So everybody just trying to see a flop on the cheap. Mike gets the best of it with the queen, with the ace kicker. Wow. No, no.
He's angry at you for net rolling the guy. Oh, you must got me beat because I got queens.
I almost wanted to just
I
look at
got
him
the
like,
queens on the
nothing
big
worse,
one.
nothing worse than
Ah, the speech, the slower. Oh, you gotta have me beat because I fly the queens free flop now. I get raised, I get back raising the flop. I'm thinking about folding because I already put 90% of my chips in the middle.
Threes again, this time for Chad.
Tell me, do you like the guava better
How
than
much
the
time do you
tangerine
have?
gummies? Tell me. Is it the guava or the tangerine gummies? Which one was it?
Was it tangerine? I think,
Daddy like.
I can taste it.
Oh, that tangerine gummy.
Oh,
You're
I'm
welcome.
on cloud 9.
What's wrong with 10?
They don't let me up there.
That's
I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed.
You don't have clearance?
I don't have clearance.
I'm gonna talk to a guy.
I
got
gotta
a
get
guy.
my CSA clearance first.
I got a guy. I'm gonna talk to him about it.
You like the mango? Throw orange on top.
Raise 10,500.
Rich making a little squeeze play here. Sees a lot of dead money out there, and he says, "You know what? I don't want to see a free flop.
Gimme.
Give me the monies." Especially with Gino just smooth calling on the button. He knows Gino's never strong right there.
Gimme, gimme, gimme all the chips.
He had quads. He had quads. He had trips. He started the hand with trips, bro. Where did they find this guy? I told you you met your match.
This guy.
Yeah.
This is when I miss my headphones.
No, you bigger fish than him. He really fish. The barracuda.
Mike with a little suited KJ here.
5,500 raise.
You wouldn't be able to afford food.
Ooh, he's gonna get a little resistance
Yeah,
with
Chad,
sixes.
Chad might have something for him with the sixes.
You guys are lucky you got me for a couple more.
6 of diamonds on the flop.
I'm so here for it.
Ah,
Dang it. Because if we're not here for the pain, what are we doing here?
All the time. I don't want that. Nope. Don't want that.
No running it twice and turning, baby. Max pain, max pain.
After this, how much you in for after this?
5,300 just for
Nice flop for Mikey. He's gonna go ahead and bet it big. I don't blame him.
20. I'm not 20. I'm not 20.
I thought you were going to step up to the plate for once.
For all of them.
Mike with a little needle there.
I'm still in
I mean, that's Mike's game. Mike is basically a seamstress with as many needles as he throws out there.
It's like buying gold or cannabis. It's like buying gold or weed.
Price of it going up.
You needed something.
Guess what happens when shit goes down south? They're gonna buy alcohol and
Weed,
cannabis.
guns.
You boy got ammo.
Yeah.
You Your boy got guns.
The minute the shit starts going
Miles of
south,
weed.
that's when you pack up on the camels.
I got puppies, weed, alcohol. I'm built for depression. I come from the street. I grew up broke.
Rich waking up with a pretty good hand.
Hit the fan. Come to my house. I got everything you
Raise, blinds next time.
You got the dry wood and the
Easy game, easy game.
get in through that.
So it looks like blinds are going up. Gonna go to 1,000, 2,000 with a 2,000 big blind ante. Down to 32 players out of a starting flight of 89. Like we said earlier, we are playing down to 12 players, which is a 12.5% of the field.
You're gonna get yelled at by somebody again. Guess what? Go ahead.
race.
No hesitation.
None.
4,000 raise.
What horse you betting on?
I don't know, but I need to have a winning horse today. Whoever's
Let's find some real white people.
I know it has to be over 65.
Is there a VIP?
What the?
Pretty ass they gonna know. Don't ask me.
I want the long
I don't
shot.
know.
Give me the longest shot.
They don't even allow
The
me
one
in.
that's 50 to 1. That's the one I want.
I think Kentucky's one of the
It's either I'm
states I'm
gonna
not
make
allowed
$50
into.
or I'm making no dollars.
I think Kentucky's on the list of one of the. I'm 37's good. I'm gonna have to call my probation officer because Kentucky I think is off the list.
Raise 4,000.
But if it's a derby, I'll call it. I can call it.
Four players.
Everybody whiffs on that flop. Let's see who wants it.
First
Some-
player to bet wins.
Gino's kind of checking. I'm not really sure what he's doing. He had like a twitchy check finger.
Yeah, that's. Nobody wants it, huh?
Well, he turns the best hand along with Nicholas. But again, Nicholas is deep enough that he's probably going to call this. Uh-oh, Mike's getting designs here. Oh, Mikey. Mike
Hey,
with the
Mikey.
float. Mike's betting any river. Any river Mike bets. Oh, wow, that's not a good river for him to bet. Mike literally had grand designs on like betting 90% of the rivers, and that just wasn't one of them.
Well, he checks here. I'm like, you know what? With two kings up there, maybe he steals it if he bets it big enough, but definitely not checking. I mean, 7K into that pot, Nicholas might just be priced in there. But he'll see the semi-good news. Congratulations, you didn't lose.
Too small of a bet on the river. You can do nothing.
Welcome in, everybody in the chat. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Saturday afternoon, a.k.a. Derby Day.
Man, that print is tiny.
Look at that one.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't.
Yeah, but you know what? I would.
Like it was okay in that spot. At least it will be, because I couldn't see because like the sun was glaring off it. I said, but it's gonna be gone in a little while. But this is good too.
Wasn't me.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, you think 20 seconds after I moved it? That's what you think?
4,000.
I'm just saying. I said I wouldn't, and that's why. That's why I wouldn't.
Call. Two players. Check. Bet 4,000. Raise 1245,000.
Well, Brent doesn't like to see that.
Want to call your probation officer?
No, she already gave me permission to come up here. And
Wow. Adding new elements to the game. We've got probation officers involved now.
Oh no, she don't know anything about poker. She just drug tests me and make sure that I'm not getting arrested with what they call trafficking, whatever. And my personal interest.
I begin to see what you mean.
Yeah, smoke them. They didn't.
You getting it for your cousins?
It's so fucking fun.
You gotta bring it for your cousins.
Thank you. You know how hard it is for Irish people to come over here?
And him to sell. That's what
Yeah, every time a white person tries to buy weed, they think they're undercover cop. My people got problems getting good flour. I don't know what you giggling about.
You do know you're on a stream, right? It's out there.
I ain't mic'd up.
Yeah, I share that sentiment.
Copyright infringements.
No.
The reason why this stream sucks is because no one's mic'd up. If they were mic'd up, it'd be way more entertaining. Nobody watches
Zero
this shit.
question.
Nobody watches this shit.
Well, maybe
It's up to somebody else to be entertaining. Because this ain't entertaining. You and I.
Come on.
Us
Gino
three.
and me on the table?
And
We're
Mike,
mic us up.
The irony is, he is mic'd up.
Problem is,
the kind of nonsense that come out of Mike's mouth, they would never put a mic on him.
I would never sign off on it. Bring you on the feature table? Hell no. Give me a bet.
Not with Mike here.
I'm still on
Raise.
the
6,000.
call my girl. Ain't nothing entertaining about watching this shit.
Don't ask Ben getting stuck out on the river.
All right, Nicholas raising to 6K with nines. C to the flop. Brent flops a monster two pair with an ace.
3,000. 10,000. Raise.
10K to go now with the two pair.
Who's commentating?
Matt.
Oh, Matt.
Matthew.
That's probably entertaining. They'll probably get about 30, 40 views.
Yeah, we try not to take that personal, but
You big blind Rush.
Gino. Boys up to college.
Oh, damn.
Homeboy,
I tried to give they got
homeboy
us.
blasted off.
They got us.
Yeah, man, I was very upset to find out they pick up a football. Like I had to drop one. Just please let me hit one big.
He got knocked out. He's walking out.
Yeah. You don't.
Brent's going to play along with his king jack suited. Chad right behind with tens. Making it 6K to go.
Okay, 6,000 raise.
And Deborah shoves with sevens and is not in a good spot. Far behind the tens, and Rich has one of the sevens.
All that speech, you go forward.
Oh, I
Gino's going to fold that suited ace rag. Chad goes all in behind with his tens. Fold-a-rama. Yeah, Bobby, we're going to address that. Tens versus sevens. Deborah is drawing to one card, or a lot of straight cards, and those aren't it. Deborah is drawing to one out, the seven of spades, and the seven of spades only. Or her tournament will be done, and that's not the seven of spades. Chad's tens hold, and Miss Deborah, unfortunately, that's where her evening's going to end. That's the bad news. The good news, this isn't the last flight of our 100K multi-flight tournament. In fact, it's not even the last one tonight. Starting in about 15 minutes, we're going to have Flight 6E of this multi-flight 100K guaranteed tournament. And tomorrow, we will have two flights. 6F will begin at 11:15 a.m. and 6G at 5:15 p.m. So 3 more flights. So for the players who do get eliminated, unfortunately, they will have other chances, as well as everybody watching. You'll have 3 more shots at this tournament. The next one beginning in 15 minutes. Registration will be open for the first 8 levels, plus the 2 breaks.
I woke up today.
Raise.
So raise.
Raise.
Don't do myself.
Don't do it.
For once, Gino's telling the truth.
Only make it 5.
This time.
Next time, I make it 4.
Call.
I check.
Is that a call or raise?
I check. Yeah, but he called. He just called the 5.
He called. We're good to go. Let's go.
Thank you so much. Yeah, let's make it.
He's just worried about change and everything. Come on.
Check, check.
Oh, what a turn.
Ooh, now we're going to have fun. Because Brent's got all kinds of kicker problems.
What up, okay?
In the gaming community, we would call this a failure to punish. He left himself wide open, Gino. Why didn't you punish?
16,000.
Gino's never folding. He's just trying to figure out if he should put in a raise and get some value, but
Punish him.
oh, he's slow rolling.
Womp womp.
He already gave it to him.
And apparently here at our feature table, a game of Hungry Hungry Hippos has broken out.
I thought you had a 5.
Why you slow rolling, man?
Yeah. Sneaky son of a.
Okay. Why were you thinking you should show me?
You table this?
Yeah. Come
Why
on.
was in your head? Why do you think he was gonna show me every time?
Just say ace king when he tables ace jack.
Yeah.
Oh, you called that. Oh,
And Claudio's like, yeah, I've had enough of this. Get me out of here.
I'm not critiquing any of your play.
no, you know I don't be talking
I'm just saying
when I'm
don't slow roll my boy.
when I'm gonna. He doesn't even
guess
feel
what?
that way. I thought I was losing.
I'm just
Sorry
gonna let you
feel
ride
that
the
way.
tractor.
Huh?
I'm bound to feel that way. My blood pressure's going up.
No hard feelings, man. You know the last thing I want to.
No hard feelings, but I slow rode you and took your money. But no hard feelings.
Stay in Kentucky Derby. I'm gonna see you out there.
That's the only thing I got.
What you get?
What you
Yeah,
getting
I
about?
don't know what
Yeah, I
he's
don't know.
about.
Where you getting
Yeah,
back?
I'm gonna see you out there. I'm gonna see you out there.
How you doing? Hi.
Great.
Hi, Greg. I'm Gino. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where I come from, when you sneak up and
And I'm Patches O'Malley.
Yeah, that's why you got stabbed last night. He just rolled up on you and caught you in the ribs.
yeah, man. Don't roll up on me like that.
Got Kevin in the box.
Sane Kevin. Well, Crazy Kevin doesn't really deal tournament anymore.
That's because he's
He runs tournament.
Oh, we got like 4 Kevins.
Yeah.
Then he had me sweat rings around.
He got a money maker. He got a money maker hat.
As soon as he gets a little sweat ring, he just throws it in the rug. I had Shannon to wash mine. Can't afford it.
All right, folding around. Rich probably wishes he was on a Poker After Dark right about now.
Raise 8,005.
I was joking, Rich.
Oh, he's showing it. He's showing it. The whole reason he's doing it so he can show it.
So he can show everybody 7 deuce.
Yep.
That'll be sick.
You look like it. It's hard to hide money.
And he's got Mike thinking about it.
Oh, Mike's calling. Mike's for sure calling it. He is out of position.
You start working hard, they smell that shit on you.
He's
Huh?
sponsored by Money
Damn,
Maker.
it's hard to hide.
And yeah, we're doing this. Big raise to 7 deuce.
Heads up. You can't hide all that.
Mike gets his jack. Rich is,
7,005.
well, he's not drawing dead, but he's drawing life support. And he's still betting. I admire his tenacity. Now Rich is drawing dead. He needed runners.
Rich is never drawing dead.
No, dude, he's drawing dead.
No, he's never drawing dead.
dead.
Watch this.
Dead.
Watch this.
Dead.
Never drawing dead.
Dead. Deader than Kenny in the first 5 seasons of South Park.
Not when Mike not when Mike folds his hand. He's not.
He's beyond dead. And you know what? He's dead. He got up like The Walking Dead, and then dead again.
Buddy. When Mike folds his hand, we'll see who's drawing dead. And then when he shows it, that's going to be the best part.
He will absolutely show.
I guarantee you, there's
Absolutely.
a 99% chance we're showing this.
Oh, I'm getting the clip button ready.
Yeah.
He's absolutely going to show it. Win or lose, he's going to show it.
This one's going to make it on our clips of the week. Mike knows it too. Mike knows that his hand is good right now.
No, he absolutely did not. And shows it.
Oh, it was a hundo.
Oh.
Look at Gino. Even Gino loves it.
Oh, I double dipped
Hold on,
on that
hold
one.
When you pivoted to grab your chips. I was
Well,
nervous.
this one is over. This is the story. I put it my stack on screen. You know
No,
that's
I saved
He saved 20K just in case he got the call.
Fantastic.
If it's either fold or jam,
We need more sponsors, so
this is another time.
sponsorship for the Bluff of the Stream Award with that 7 deuce, the continuation bet, and then the big bet.
5x behind right.
Marvelous.
Pay it.
I'm a little bit on tilt right now. 85.
And I still stand by what I said. He was so freaking dead. But hey, his aggression and his tenacity got him in the pot.
I want those two right there.
Mike says, I want Rich's chips and I want Gino's
exactly.
chips. I want a joint venture.
Rich has made an enemy with that exchange.
Can I tell you something? There's a part of Mike that loves that. There's a little tiny sliver inside of Mike's being that actually loves that bluff.
Yeah,
'Cause that's something that Mike would do, you
and
know?
that part is nowhere near his bankroll.
Yeah. No.
When he giggling, y'all giggling with or get
Yeah, Alex.
Good bluffing. That
No,
was fantastic.
Well, listen,
phenomenal.
That's the power of position too. Really, when you think about it, I mean, Rich doesn't make those moves if he's under the gun, but Mike just called pre-flop. He didn't put in a raise. Rich saw every opportunity to really show strength in his hand, and you
took
know.
the worst starting hand in poker and got a good pot out of it, which is ironic because whenever I deal to him, all he does is say I never give him anything. Well, clearly he doesn't need it, so I'm not sure why he says that to me.
They might have closed down Rusty's because Gus visited too often.
Because that sure as hell don't happen when I have 7 deuce.
Well, that's because you don't play it like that.
Well, no. I like money.
Not as much as Rich. He likes to work for it.
Well,
Listen, you got to play the player too. I mean, at every point, Mike showed weakness, and obviously he could have been slow playing a monster, but Rich just took his shot there, and honestly, he wasn't just doing it for that one hand. Now in everybody's mind, this guy is capable of bluffing, and every time he's making big moves,
now when he flops
big
the
bets,
nuts straight, he's going to get like 3 callers.
I mean, he's going to get called more often than not.
Sixes against Ace King. The classic race.
Look at that framing job.
Fantastic.
What a dealer.
Great
Let's
job.
go. Oh.
Mike's going to need a 6 here.
Or running straight cards. That ain't it.
Nope. 6. Nope. The unnecessary king.
I thought he had ace king.
Well, I mean, that's what you open.
Yeah, of course.
And Mike.
Good playing, Mike.
We,
There's nothing you can do in any of those situations. Most of the hands played themselves.
We barely knew ye. We kid. Mike's a regular here on our featured table streams, and I'm sure we'll be seeing more of him throughout the Moneymaker events.
I don't even remember what he had. What did he show? 7-2 or something?
Mike's pretending like he doesn't know what he has.
He knows exactly. That hand is imprinted onto his soul.
At least you got to play with greatness. 4,500.
All right. Gino's going to pop it up with that small pocket pair.
That's the closest we got.
Alex says he's about to own the table beside Gino. And just while we've been talking through that exchange, the 7 deuce bluff and then the subsequent elimination, there must be absolute carnage on the other tables, because I could have sworn we had 28 players remaining like 7 minutes ago.
Wow, down to
19.
19. That's wild.
And we only saw 2 eliminations.
That's
so I'm like,
insane, buddy.
it's got to be chaos up there.
Won't be the last time or the first time you come back and meet.
And in case you missed what Mike just said, we do indeed have more tournaments on the slate tonight.
Yep, we got
Mike
our
just said he's going to hit the $86 satellite.
We got our E flight tonight, and then we got 2 flights tomorrow to close out our first flight for the multi-flight, and day 2 will resume on Monday at 12:15.
All right, 3 to this flop. Missing everybody. Rich probably thinks he's bluffing again. He actually has the best hand.
I wanted to tell him that. I offered him gummies and flowers. Let him come. He'll get there soon. If not, he'll be maybe 36. Yeah, the state will get him and lock him up, put him in a padded room for a hot minute, and then he'll be texting me nonstop. Be like, Brent, you were right. I should have took them gummies back there in the spring in 2025. Because these motherfuckers ain't let me out till 28.
They got me 50.
And I was like, bro, I told you to calm your ass down.
Now you got mine on.
Yeah, he ain't having it.
Now you end up paying. Yeah,
now what are we doing? Now you bouncing off the wall next to my puppies. They can't even talk. Thank God.
Fantastic.
Well, he's going to say, I need change. All right. Don't get nervous.
I'm going to mind my own business.
Hey, whoa, we don't need that. I need you to chime in. Don't you start minding your own business.
He is minding his business by getting out of there with that 10-3.
Five.
Okay, 7 deuce. What do you got with this? But you won't bluff with king 3, but you will with 7 deuce.
It's all situational.
I know.
Now you have to remind him of this shit right here, right now, bro.
I am not gonna.
He would have flopped top pair.
Yeah, you did. Saved a lot of money on that.
You say
You did.
I just made money. What can I say?
If you turn that king into like 7 or 6. Oh.
Yeah, if that flop was totally different, I would have had a better hand.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, as dealers, we've never heard that ever
No.
in our jobs.
Nope.
No.
Bring it over. You got that count out right. I'm gonna get it off. Maybe a little 5, 6, 10, something like that.
Give you an open ender.
What happened was,
You got 9-7, huh?
oh no, I had some that just weren't too many big starts.
Gino with the ducks. Where's Steffi Mo when you need her?
Yeah,
She
bingo.
loves them ducks.
Bingo. Draw. Is this sand? Because there's a line.
Ace king on last one. That's not even.
Yeah, if this is sand, I'm drawing a line.
Not even legal. It's not allowed.
Enough's enough.
Oh. I'm looking for the hand. Yeah, I'm like. I'm trying to figure out what's the big blind. Why he has money in front of him, there's no hand.
10-5 suited. Not very good, but nobody raises, so Chad will get a free flop on this one. And what a flop it is.
Well, we're going to see a little bit of action here. Chad with a flush draw, straight draw. Brent with top pair and a straight draw. Gino with fourth pair. And less than 1% chance to win because
Right.
he's only got one deuce.
There's only one card left, yeah, that he can get.
Actually, I think all the deuces must be gone because he should still have more than 1% if he's got one card to come. So I'm guessing his only outs are to a straight, to a chop.
I'm a professional, Miss Ann. And we don't play until Monday, so. And we're on a break.
Brent checked for some reason, gave up all position, gave up all the power he could have had, and he's got a bet and a 3-bet in front of him, and now he's just calling with top pair.
Curious.
Interesting spot. Gino's not going to like this too much because it looks like the 4-bet is going to come through. I mean, Gino was shutting it down with 2 callers regardless, but now Brent really has a decision to make.
Yeah, it's a little less than half his remaining stack.
Is he showing it? Yeah, show the 10 high.
I know it was coming. Not only was it coming, small ball, big ball, it was coming next.
He appears confident that it was coming.
Well, in that case, it was a good fold. Hey, man, sometimes you got to fold the best hand when you know what's coming.
Oh, yeah, that's. I mean, when I fold in a spot like that, that's what I tell myself. I'm like, he was going to hit it. Had like 47 outs. He's going to hit one.
You got 10 high, bro.
Gino's chastising the other guy for having 10 high when he had deuces.
Right. But see, he can do that because he didn't show his cards.
Agreed.
5,000.
Nicholas is going to defend with 10-7. I like it. Kind of. Oh, on that flop, I love it.
Oh, it's fantastic on that flop.
And it's interesting. We're going to see how Brent plays this to see if he realizes his position because with the big blind's calling range here, this is his range. This smacks the big blind defending range. So Brent is just representing an overpair here, if he even knows what he's representing. But, I mean...
Not sure about the
Wow.
flatting there.
No, I like the flat. You know,
Yeah, I mean,
you don't want to
check.
inflate the pot. You know, if the guy doesn't have an overpair, he might keep lending out some rope, which it looks like he's going to do. And just the way he's putting it in too is very, very sus. Oh, I love it. You love to see it, and you gotta love the no snap call. That's how you know you're good.
Right.
But again, you just got to realize, you raised on the button, which is already kind of suspect. You're playing position. The big blind defends, doesn't re-raise, and then the flop comes, totally the opposite of what your range would theoretically be. When you're raising pre-flop, your range is ace, king, queen, jack, somewhere in the upper range. And when you get your big blind defending, it's going to be smaller to mid-range cards. And when a flop comes like that, and then your opponent calls your bet, what do you think he's calling with? Minimum
Better
6 or 7. Yeah.
Here he comes. The man, the myth, the legend. Dog track.
Buddy, listen, only one smash beard back here, okay?
My beard is nothing compared to Mike's. Now, if I had grown the playoff beard 2 years ago when we went to the finals and just kept it and kept growing it, I might be on his level. Maybe.
Rich wants to bet so bad, but he knows his image right now is just 7 deuce. He's
just like,
yeah.
Dag nabbit, I want to play.
Yep.
I mean, it's one of the biggest enemies you can have on a poker table. Not your opponents, just boredom.
Well, but especially when you show the hand like that, it's one thing if you're betting your hands, your very marginal hands, and then taking down pots and then just mucking it and no one to see. But when you show the table, you're basically showing that so you're getting called in a spot where you have the nuts. But when you go on a run with just nothing, I mean, he's playing it right. You don't want to be, stepping out at this point of the game because you're going to get called pretty light. Brent on a downward spiral. Running into the ace queen.
Brian's like, do I crush him now or do I crush him later?
Well, he did smooth call with queens earlier.
Yeah.
But in a situation like this, I feel like we're going to see a re-raise coming through.
So crush him now.
Yes, that is correct. I really like this sizing too. I mean, you're effectively putting your opponent all in, so I like the the raise size there. I mean, he raised 3.5x there. You raised 3.5x and then fold. I mean, now you're just letting your opponents know your game is
firing.
Your game is not on at the moment.
While I don't disagree with your advice, Miss Ann, and I know you have only, good intentions at heart, the playoff beard tradition is a century old. I cannot defy it. And the only way to not let it go longer is to lose. And that is unfathomable.
Here we got a bunch of playable hands. I wonder what Gino's going to do. He's probably just going to do a little set mining. He could raise here, but 8s with 2 players. Well, he is going to raise. All right. Very interesting. He's got the big stack at the table right behind him, just smooth calling out of the small blind. This is actually showing like immense strength here with the raise out of the big blind, especially with both big stacks coming before you.
Oh, some trumpets going on in the background here. Apparently there's some kind of horse race or something.
Could be a rat race.
Heard about something like that today.
Is this the main event? Or is that at like 6 o'clock?
I don't know.
The main race. No, I know. The main race, though.
Yeah, I think it's usually at like 6:47, something really odd time like that.
Wow, he's going to get Ryan to fold king-queen on the button in position.
Saith what?
I mean, you're getting almost three
Is he,
to
though?
one.
Is he,
yeah,
though?
right. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Now he's sizing it up, so it could go either way now.
Nah, we're never reshoving here, but called.
I know, but he was
called
counting down
very
the chips, and
borderline.
I'm like, yeah, like maybe I don't think he's going to shove on him, no. But I'm like, a call maybe? No.
Mike's hand might just be good enough to call here.
Come on, guys.
It's pretty close.
You got to fight, because if they don't fight, we don't get any pain, and I'm here for the pain.
All right, Gino, nice play out of the big blind with pocket eights. Gino's playing like Gino, just playing really good poker, you know.
All right, on to the next. All right, folding around to Nicholas with some suited Nintendo. Now Nicholas is playing with power.
6,000.
All right, to the flop we go. Ooh, all clubs. Nicholas flopping the floosh. But two pair for Ryan. He could boat up. And a higher club for Gino. Nicholas betting at the pot again, trying to thin out the field, but I'm not sure he can do it with just 7K. Gino's got a heck of a redraw. Yep, and Ryan 3 X's here with the two pair. Gino with top pair and the queen flush draw. Gonna be tough here to get away from it. Nicholas, who flopped a flush and let out for 7K, it's like, what do I do here? Nicholas, after some pondering, decides he's going all in, win or lose with my floosh. Come get it. Giving Ryan a lot to think about here. He 3X at 7K with two pair. Got called by Gino and now got shoved on by Nicholas, rather. Probably wondering what the heck fire he got himself into on this one.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you.
Just checking.
You're standing right there.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's different. Ooh.
Yeah, you walked into this deliciousness.
Yes, sir. What's going on? All right. a
Nicholas
flush?
flopped the flush.
Flush
That's
is all in.
7K. Got 3x'd by Ryan. Snap called by Gino,
Okay,
and then
Ryan
Nicholas
was just-
shoved.
Ryan was
Now
making a
Ryan's
move.
like, what
I see Gino
the
has
flip?
a big Gino has a big hand
Yeah.
with a big flop. I mean, Ryan is just
What are we doing here?
saving face. He's never calling. He's just. Gino's got the mouth today, huh?
I wouldn't have phrased it quite that way, but show me the lie.
But he's not wrong. I'm really starting to wonder. There it is. I was like, I'm really starting to wonder what's going through his head.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's never happened, but I've never seen anybody call clock on the stream before. But it looked awful close. I thought Gino was
Yeah.
about to call clock on him because he did take a little bit to think about it.
What's the total? One.
All of it. That's the total. Hence the term, all in.
Yeah, Tino's.
Yeah,
Gino
Gino
was very
looked
much in a
very
blender on this.
impatient,
Wow, what a
but
good fold.
now, yeah,
What a
it's like
discipline.
now he's taking his time. Don't scare me like that. Okay, now put it back. Put it back like you found it.
You're going to tell me again, though. That's the problem. If I tell you what I had, I don't think you tell me that.
Good discipline fold. He had a really big flop, but
Yeah.
he was really scared of ace king with ace of clubs. He'd be pretty much dead.
Alex says, I'd do it. Yeah, I know you'd do it, Alex.
Right. I mean, technically, he only had 7 outs.
Not ace king.
He'll have to catch it. He'll have to catch it on a rerun if he wants to know.
He's going to see that he made a really
Like,
good
follow, subscribe. And in case you miss any of our live streaming poker action, you can always catch it on our YouTube channel, usually the next day.
Could we find this out? Is there a way to find out
I'm
what he had?
asking him. He's trying to be a wise guy.
Well, I'm asking you if there's a way we could find it out. Because I want to know. You got me intrigued. Half an hour? You stream?
Why not?
Well, I'm asking him, is there a way to do it?
I don't know, man. I don't have cable, bro.
I don't have cable.
I would love to know that.
I don't think we're on cable. I mean, did we get picked up by
Not that I'm
by
aware of.
Poker After Dark? Because that'd be pretty cool, actually.
Good luck.
I don't know. You had the worst hand.
I might have had the best hand. I had 2 pairs,
Small blind, big blind, please.
but I didn't have a club.
Good luck, everybody.
Thanks, man.
All right.
If you didn't have a flush.
Kevin's out.
Yeah, I had 8 times.
And who do we got coming in?
Such a hard form.
Probably like a 7.
You flap a stand up 10? That guy had the best hand.
If you ever find out a way to figure out what he had, please let me know.
If it was a cash game, I
I'm
would have just
dying
told
to
you
know.
my price, but it's a tournament. I don't think they'll.
If you find a way to figure out what he had,
I'm not paying
please
for
text me.
I mean, we know what he had.
He's not asking us.
I was going to say, I don't think we can tell him anyway.
I don't want me here to serve his life.
15 for the stream.
30. 30.
Actually, 30.
It's 30.
It's fine. They don't need to know the truth.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. The great Matt has spoken.
You're the Wizard of Oz.
Well,
It's harder to frown than it is to smile. Like, what do we do? If they take away my birthday,
Why, thank you, Alex. Tell all your friends the same. Tell all your enemies, all your family, all your acquaintances.
Tell your enemies.
The guy at work you don't really like. Tell him too.
Yeah, everybody. Just put everybody on the list.
Exactly. And we can all enjoy live stream poker together.
Dino letting us inside the poker mind right now. Brent's going to make a move here, and he's going to get snap called by the big
just
blind.
instantly.
Yep.
Oh, I haven't seen a devastating snap like that since Infinity War.
Snap.
You should have
Quite the head. Well, he just picked a bad time. He's got a couple more outs.
Yeah, he
Wow,
does. A
he's
7
got-
or an 8.
He's got 7 outs. 3 7s or 4. That's not one of them.
No, that's not it. A 7 or an 8 for Brent. And nope. Fare thee well, Brent. Thy tournament nighteth hath cometh to an end. That should give us a break in the action because if I'm not mistaken, that's 18, and they will consolidate down to 2 tables.
Oh, yeah, we're down to 2 tables, huh? All right.
Correct
good,
me
we're
if
gonna
I'm
fill up.
wrong. I mean, it happened once before.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. So here we are moving along. We are moving along. The chips are flying, and what have we been live for? Not even 2 hours, and we're almost approaching this
we
money bubble
are
area.
playing down to 12 players.
So as long as if 18 is correct, we should be getting new players. If not, then we're going to need one more. But either way, we're about 6 or 7 away from the money. 13 is the money bubble. We're going to be going for hand at that stage. And here we have Under the Gun Limp, followed by... oh, it's a big blind. Okay, Under the Gun Raise.
Yeah.
Ace 8 suited. There we go. Sorry, I thought it was something else. But...
Ooh.
Chad on
in
a
the
little
small,
heater?
Yep, with waking up with 9s in the small. And he's got calling chips.
All right. I guess he's gonna not get frisky with the 9s.
Yeah,
and
I
just,
hear
he's gonna play out of
Joey.
position, but
I hear Joey in the background saying yes, we're breaking a table.
he's announcing that we're down 18. It's correct. Okay, but we don't stop. We're gonna keep playing.
Yep.
And that's
party
a
don't
really
stop.
safe flop for 9's. Gonna check and see what the pre-flop raiser does.
I think they made a video about that flop.
Ryan's
Safety
going
dance?
to what? Ryan's gonna continue.
He has to, but if I'm Chad with that hand in that position, I'm like, as long as
Chad?
everything stays under a 9 and a rainbow.
Yeah, Chad's playing defensively. That's
Yeah,
a really
that's
good turn card
yeah,
for
that's
Ryan. He picks up more outs now. Does
a
he?
lot of outs.
Does he continue the story, or does he just check and try to see? Nope, he's
He got
reaching.
called pretty quick twice, so that might give me pause.
And on top of
but
that, there's 46K in the pot, and Ryan's got about a pot-sized bet in him. Did he just snap raise? Chap snap called? Oh, he called.
that's
Okay.
a call.
I
Yeah,
thought
he
Chad
did say
said
snap call. He didn't raise
I thought
it.
I heard him say all in or something. But we're going to see a river here.
A lot of outs. Ryan
And
with a
there's
nut
100.
flush draw.
Wow.
And hits it. Runner, runner,
Big.
nut flush.
Binks. The good old Bink. I mean, honestly, Chad had a lot of opportunities
And
to take the
all
pot away
in.
from Ryan. And,
Yeah.
you know, you can't wait for good runouts here. So Chad goes all in for 20K. There's 100K in the pot, 120K in the pot. This might be hard to get away from if you're Chad.
Yep.
I mean, the way Ryan played it, it looks a lot like it could be an ace-king miss. Could be
Yeah.
ace-king of hearts.
Hearts.
Could be
any
ace-jack.
Any 4 beats him.
Any 4.
Hearts
If he had
beat
ace-4
him.
suited or pocket 4s,
Any
yeah.
jack beats him.
All the
So,
sets beat him as well.
Yep.
He ends up paying him off.
All in.
And Ryan gets
Nut
max value.
Flush.
Max
A
value
double
with
up.
the backdoor nut flush. What looked like a heater for Chad turns out to be a big pot going Ryan's way.
Yep.
Yikes, that hurts a little bit.
And look at all these new poker friends. joining us at the table.
Here we go. 18 players. That means we're down to our last 2 tables. Like I said, we're playing down to 12. Once we get to 13, it'll be the hand-for-hand money bubble, and we see a couple of chip stacks joining the table. I see a lot of red chips in seats 3 and 4. And like, you know, it's 6 hours into the game, and making a big mistake for all your chips is right now. It's a big mistake at this stage, you know. It's unfortunate for Chad. He was good on the flop. He was good on the turn and on the river. Ryan made the nuts. Honestly, those are my favorite type of hands. You bluff pre-flop, you bluff the flop, you bluff the turn, and on the river you make the nuts. Those are absolutely my favorite types of hands.
15, 25, 25.
Raise 6,500.
I hope you're not going to talk as much as the other.
Raise 15K.
Gino wondering if players are going to talk. That's an interesting perspective.
Gino wondering if players are going to talk?
Yeah. He's like, you're not going to talk as much, and I'm like,
well, I think
Gino
he's looking
asking
around
that?
at the table. Well, we all know Gino's not shy, not camera shy, and
Not
has
at
no
all.
problem speaking his mind. But
it's the Gino show most of the time.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
on the
yeah.
stream.
Rich is not exactly he's not exactly an exuberant
set.
player.
Oh, this is
But
going to be
Rich
fun.
is also not shy from
Top pair against the set.
Gino with ace-4. Nicholas going to lead right out.
I might slow play that a little in that spot, given Gino's
Well,
range.
I think because the fact that he
Okay.
3-bet, he's going to be representing some hands that aren't sets. You know, he would probably
card.
continue with kings or queens, and unfortunately, king hits a turn. This might slow Gino down a little bit. Nicholas is going to keep it going. Now he's just going max value. Look
yeah,
at this.
he's just going for the throat.
That's a very large bet. Maybe he's putting Gino on an ace-queen, ace-king type of hand, and he's trying to get all the money. And I already know Gino's not going to make this call here. But, yeah, from Gino's perspective, it looks like Nicholas has ace-king. Yeah, like, what are you beating? You really think he'd do that with queens? It's the only hand you can beat right now. And all the other ones are ahead.
That turn card was an ace. That might have worked.
Yeah. If the turn card was an ace, Gino, it would have been less likely that Nicholas had one, although Nicholas would have had a full house. But, again, this is an interesting play from Nicholas. I don't know what he's repping here, but maybe if he puts Gino on ace-queen, he can call and hopefully not suck out with a jack on the river. I'm wondering what his train of thought is on this one.
Okay,
Yeah.
we do have a bit of an unfair advantage in evaluating, that.
Well, no, but
Because we've both dealt to Gino for a long time.
right. Like I said, I said we
Right.
knew he wasn't going to make the call.
Yeah.
But I really want to know Nicholas's perspective on that. It's a little bit of an overbet jam.
Yeah.
But I mean, Gino's the
Gino's-
effective.
he is
Gino's
in
the
a-
effective stack. He's not really Nicholas not putting his 200K at risk.
Gino had position, he had top pair,
Right.
and he is an aggressive player.
I think-
that doesn't mean he's going to call everything.
Correct. I mean, I even think checking one time on the turn
Yeah.
might have been a little sneaky little check that might have got paid off a bet on the river.
Yep.
I think going for max value on the turn was a little overzealous.
I do talk about slow playing a lot,
but yeah, it's
on the
not something you
stream.
want to be in the habit of. Let's be
right.
honest.
But in that spot, it would have been good
Yeah.
to feign weakness in that spot with an aggressive player with position and top pair.
You're totally right.
Raise 8K.
I'll tell you what, I haven't seen Rich have not one big hand all day. I was told he pulled off a little 7-deuce bluff.
It was incredible.
It's very Rich-like, let's be honest. But he's trying to make it, he's got chips, which is impressive considering he's had, practically no hands to play.
He didn't knock Mike out with it, but he basically crippled his stack.
Right.
Because he couldn't call that last shove.
Yep.
And then he showed him. And I'm like, oh, that's just cruelty.
So here's like I mentioned, I said Rich is not a loud player, but he
Right.
does like to do soft, subtle jabs. I don't know if you heard him needle.
Yep.
That little needle he pulled right there. He said, "Look," he said, "Do me a favor, don't tank and fold." He said, Typical Rich stuff. Rich is a funny dude. He's not disrespectful, but he's fun. No, he's fun. He's fun. He's fun. He's colorful, but he's not loud. Gino has no problem being the loudest guy in the room. As he laughs out loud. Look at this guy. He's having so much fun.
I thought that was pretty unnecessary, but that's just me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. As we get closer to the summer and more barbecues, it's bluffing the whole table with 7 deuce and then showing them, not a good strategy to get invited to the barbecues. There I go, thinking about food again. I'm like, what'll get me invited to the barbecue?
When are you not thinking about food, Matt?
Yeah. No, like I said, not really today. They fed us, and it was pretty good.
I'm not even hungry, but you got me thinking about food and getting hungry.
Hey, you had a chance to go grab some.
I had some. It was good. It was solid. It's good food. Where did they get that from? That stuff, we had boxes.
I have no
of
idea.
stuff.
It was delicious, and I didn't have to pay for it.
Absolutely.
At that point, I quit caring.
Listen, man, I always say if it's free, it's for me. And so now we have Nicholas, ace-jack off, folded to him. He's going to open. Mike D is going to defend his big. Ace-jack in the window. It's
super.
It's going to be hard to get paid on this one, but.
Now I definitely feign weakness. I'm like, oh, I have absolutely nothing. Please don't try to bully me off the hand with your pair of
diamonds.
6s, Mike.
You got to protect your hand with 3 diamonds on the board. You don't want to give a cheap diamond on the turn or just. I mean, yeah, Mike can't really defend any longer, but. Interesting hand to open with. Ryan opens with the dirty diaper, but it is suited. We haven't seen Julian play a hand yet, but he's going to. Interesting. Small 3-bet.
Back to Ryan. Gonna call with that 3 deuce of hearts. To the flop we go.
Bad flop for Ryan.
Yeah, not a time to slow play.
An easy continue. Nice little down bet to 12K. Third of size of the pot. It's giving Ryan 4-1 odds, but he's going to float here. That's interesting. He's going to float and see what develops on the turn. He's got some backdoor draws, but that's about it. Like a 4 or a 5 of heart would be the best possible card for him. That's not one of them.
Nope.
So now, Ryan, if you're going to win, you have to show us some real heart, bud.
Because the dealer sure as hell didn't.
All right, Julian going to check behind, keep the pot small, also play position. Ryan has a pair. He's got some showdown value, and he's going to instantly stab. That's very interesting. All right, so he's got some heart. I don't think it's going to work, though.
3x.
30.
I would have snapped 3x.
A little less than half the pot. Yeah, a little less than half, and he's going to get
just
snapped.
a call.
He's going to get snap called by the ace. Yeah. There's no reason to raise, what if he has pocket 7s, just in case. But
then it was one of the most masterful slow plays.
It was a good try from Ryan, but easy snap call on the river. Here we got updated chip counts. Wow, I didn't even get a chance to. It's fine. There we go. Hey, they're back. 220K up top. 229K up top for Nicholas. Julian.
He was legit mad. He's like, hey, where'd my thing? The stacks go, man. I was doing a thing.
I was about to do a thing. Anyways, all the way down to 20 bigs. Your small stack is still 20 bigs, still workable, and that's Chad. Chad's got 20 bigs. You can work with that. He's going to need some help, but 20 bigs is a workable stack. 1 double up, and you're back in the game. That was pretty funny. I won't be
Composure, composure.
They
We're,
just-
we're
they just-
professionals.
you know, I can't help myself.
He like
sometimes.
channeled his inner Cartman. He's like, hey,
I say, hey, wait.
you guys, seriously, put it back up.
Folds to Ryan with king queen off after he just lost a little hand. He's going to continue firing here. 2.5x. What are we at? 15-3, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 2.5x.
15, 25, 25.
Okay, so 3x bet then. And it's going to work. Going to take a little bit of a discount on that 25k he just lost previous hand. Yep, just like Gino said, it looks like this crowd is not going to be very talkative, and everybody seems locked in at this point. But like I did mention, this is what, 6 or 7 hours into the game? Yeah, you should be locked in at this point.
It's getting on to it.
It's, you know, the blinds are getting bigger, the bets are getting bigger, and one false move, and you just cost yourself, you know, 6 hours of poker. Is Ryan going to go for 3 in a row? He's going to go for 3 in a row.
Yeah, why not, man?
Gonna go for 3 in a row. Yeah. I just feel like, you know, you raise 3 hands in a row, you look like a maniac. But Ryan says, I don't care, I'm going to go for it. I might have folded just because I raised, you know, 2 hands in a row already. But I like Ryan's style here. He's going to keep up the pressure, keep it going. Gino recognizing exactly what I just said, that this guy's raised 3 hands in a row. He can't have it every single time. Gino's got an ace in his hand, so he's
he
blocking
did
some of the
pause
combos.
before he did that move, though. Like, he thought about it for a minute. He's like, you know what? All right, let's do it.
Now Gino's going to be acting first.
What?
That's a really good flop.
What? That is a magnificent flop for Ryan.
He just down bet to 3K. Of course, Ryan just flat. Hoping for not a diamond on the turn.
Yeah.
Really good for Ryan. Let's see if Gino continues, keeping up the story. 12K.
Don't raise him ever,
Ryan. Is licking his chops
Do not raise him ever.
So how do I get max value? He's got the second nuts here. Ace, king, only the jack. If somehow Gino has ace with the jack of diamond, that's the only hand he's scared of.
Yeah.
Or a set. All the sets have equity. Every other hand Ryan has crushed, and so I wonder if he's gonna. Yeah, it's looking like he's gonna raise now. I guess if he wants to get all of Gino's chips in by the river, you got to start doing it now. And like you said, I like slow playing, but a lot of people make the mistake of slowing playing all the way to the river. If you slow play one street, then you should be attacking on the next street, you know? I think, especially on when it's a safe card like the 7 of hearts on the turn, it's very safe. And I like it's a small min raise. What is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much a min raise. 12 to 26.
It's just above.
I like it. And there, Gino fell for it.
Finish him.
Yeah, no, Gino's drunk dead here. Unfortunately for Gino, he's going to see the bad news. He is the opposite of live. Jack of diamond, just to rub it in? No. Unfortunately for Gino.
Ryan wins. Flawless victory.
So
Brutality.
Gino's day has come to a screeching halt.
And that's got to be the worst feeling ever, getting knocked out of a tournament to a trumpet fanfare. That is awful.
You know, it's funny. I heard it, but it didn't register until he said
it. He says he's walking away. Holy crap, dude. Why don't you play taps while you're at it? Jeez.
Oh, man, that is funny, bro. Poor Gino.
Oh.
He's got the send-off.
He didn't deserve that.
Nobody deserves that.
Well.
yeah, you're right. Not going to put any names, but you're right.
No, we're
not.
Right. But there's a very tiny, short list.
You're right. You're not wrong. You're right. Oh, that's too funny, dude. And just like that, Ryan is now chipped up to 160K.
Because I often put myself in the player's shoes in various situations. If that was me, I'm like, who is doing that? I'm going to have words.
Have I told you this story? There's 5 tables left in a tournament I was playing. I'm not going to say where. We're on the money bubble, playing hand for hand.
Right.
I bust. You know, the maniac who's raising every single hand. I ship it all in with 9s. He has kings. Blah blah blah. Long story short, I'm walking away, and the announcer says, "You guys rhythm," and there's 50 players
Oh,
clapping.
wow. They didn't even
Clapping.
let you get up and
As I'm
leave?
walking out the room, everybody's
Oh,
clapping. So
wow.
that was a fun feeling.
They didn't even.
Right.
I rivered a guy so hard one time. And he doesn't, like, complain. He doesn't get angry. He just gets up and he's getting his stuff and he's getting ready to go out. And somebody else that wasn't even in the hand looks at me and says, "Tell the floor, seat open." And I'm like, and I told him, I said, if you ever, right.
What? That's absurd.
And I have the seat card ready and I just haven't said anything yet. I'm like, did you ever see Lord of the Rings? Give him a moment, for pity's sake.
Yep. That's funny, dude.
I let him get, down the concourse a bit out of the tournament room. Then I'm like, seat open. And I'm looking at him like, dude, why would you do that?
I remember back in the day where dealers used to say player down.
Yeah,
or something
player
like that.
down. That was awful.
And so,
I'm glad they changed that.
We have, the floors were like, all right, you guys need to stop doing this. Just say seat open. Okay.
No, that was the protocol. That was what you
I remember,
said. And
I
I'm
remember.
like, that's.
But eventually,
they said, yeah, we need a better way to
we
say
changed
that.
Yeah, I remember player down, and that's a hurtful
awful.
thing. You're kicking the guy while he's already
Exactly.
down.
Stop! He's already dead.
Seriously. Ooh. All right.
And
Nicholas.
now, back to our regularly scheduled pain.
Yeah. Let's see. Ryan just snap folds? Sixes? That can't be
Oh.
right. Did he?
Maybe he saw the aces coming.
How did he just dodge this bullet here?
Dun, 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 dun.
Easy 3-bet for Mike. Just aces, no big deal.
Got aces, feeling cute. Might raise later. And Nicholas is like, "Uh-oh, Raggy."
Nicholas got a lot of chips, so I have a feeling he's probably going to see his flop. I mean, if he's really good,
yeah,
he's
but
gonna
Mike's
fold.
Mike's
There you
stack is nothing
go.
to sneeze at either.
Right. Well, I'm saying I don't know if Nicholas is looking for a safe flop or if he's going set mining here, but they're both pretty deep, so this could get hurtful. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I thought that was a...
Ooh, yeah, I thought it was a 7 for a split second. I was like, oh, no. Well,
Great news for
bad. Nicholas has got one out for now.
No. I mean, like, he's not putting any more. I doubt he's putting any more money in this pot. But good news for Mike that he's got the ace. Oh, he's going to stab. Mike's going to make he's going to do the old diamond check.
Look at it. Like, what do I have?
No. He knows he has aces, but do I have the ace of diamond? I know I had a red one. Is it
what
which
should
one
I
is it?
do?
Yep. He's going to flat. There we go.
I
Nice
guess
flat.
I'll see one more.
You're in position, keep all your opponent's bluffs in.
Well, now Nicholas is down to one out. If the board paired, he might have had a prayer, but no, wait, never mind. No, he wouldn't have.
One out. Well, if the board pair, he would have.
Are they playing
4
Indiana
outs.
Jones?
They are playing Indiana Jones. It's very interesting for this. The theme of this hand seems very much like, look at Nicholas going for it.
Wow. The courage, the tenacity.
Mike just snap flats.
This
The
looks
incredible
like
Mike,
pain awaiting you.
Right. Well, this looks like Mike has ace king with one
Yeah.
diamond, and king on the river is actually a bad card for Nicholas to keep stabbing at, I think. Because I think Mike's check calling range, 3-bet pre and then check call, or his calling range does include some ace kings with a diamond. Did Mike just reach for chips before Nicholas checked? You saw that?
Yep.
Checks good.
Check,
Mike,
yeah, check there with aces for sure.
I mean, it's okay to. I think he thought about betting, and then he noticed that Nick didn't act yet and checked as soon as I don't know. That was really weird.
We're
That was a
down to
bit weird.
17.
That was a bit
And
weird.
it's day one. There's no need to go for the kill.
You're right.
With the
You're not
big
wrong.
stack on the table with you just yet. Like we're just trying to get through to day two.
I guess you're right. I think. Yeah, I think you're right. When you take the route of playing a little passively with the aces, just calling, I think a river check is okay.
Race time. Wait, people bet on the horse race?
Did you not realize that's a thing?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm a
I've
po-
never bet on a horse ever in my life. But I'm aware that some people do.
My friends would bet I would fall off the horse.
Interesting.
At summer camp.
Interesting.
And they were right. I'm like, yeah, this is why when I grow up I'm gonna drive cars. I'm not gonna ride a horse ever. It's not for me.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'm hyped actually hearing that.
Yeah,
Indiana Jones.
ironically, that song plays in my head. Like when the clock's ticking down and they want to get one more hand to try for the high hand, I'm like, dun, 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 dun. Pitch the card, and I'm like, oh, a few seconds. I got time to reach back for my hat.
Oh, I love when like there's like 9 seconds left. They're like the straight two players like hurry, hurry. I'm like I just look at them. I go, plenty of time, and I get the cards out like with like 2 seconds left.
Just make them sweat a bit.
Yeah, yes. Got to make them sweat.
That's pretty mean.
Yeah, it is. It is. But that's who I am.
I do love it though.
That's literally who I am. Because I already know like my shuffle box shuffle takes about
Right.
7 seconds. So like.
Because I didn't say I wasn't mean. So it's kind of mean. I'm like, I love it. I'm totally.
Yeah.
And
No,
next
I'm
time
glad.
I'm probably going to steal that.
I'm glad you like it. You're welcome. Interesting. Chris is going to float this? Oh, he's going to bet this. I see.
Yeah.
It was raise, call, check, bet, call.
24, Jack Bauer
And
style.
then Chris sizes up on the turn. This looks like he has a ace, queen, ace, 10, or anything like that.
I mean,
A hand that got there. Good little bluff there from Chris on the button, taking advantage of being in position.
it's hard to put yourself on the better hand with a pair of threes with that board.
Yeah, I mean,
Really hard.
Well, he was defending flop, and you can beat a bunch of ace high type hands, but on that turn, you
Nope.
cannot beat any of the ace high.
He's not beating anything
Yeah. You're not wrong.
except a stone cold bluff or a deuce.
But then you call even if you somehow found a way to call the courage to call on the turn, you're gonna have to dodge a fired bullet on the river.
6 on the river, chop pot. Oh, that's only when I'm dealing. Okay.
Right.
Put a straight on the board. Guy showed me. He flopped the straight, and I put runner out to chop
Oh,
the other guy.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that quite a bit.
You did that on purpose. I'm like, yes.
Yes,
I
practice.
used my phenomenal powers
I love telling people
to
I practice.
fix the outcome.
I practice every single night.
Yeah.
I practice coolers every
Like I wouldn't
single night.
like I wouldn't use such phenomenal powers
for $1
to get high hands and bad beats. Like, no, I'd use it
Oh,
just
all
to
in on a
mess you up.
call. Oh, it's a blind versus blind. I see.
Yeah.
Small blind.
Ace 4 off
Jammed.
against Ace Jack of Diamonds.
Chad's got a Chad. Chad was short, so he jammed with pretty much any ace. Nicholas
He's live.
has a lot of
Is
chips
that, is that what
and
kids
ace jack
say?
suited.
He's live?
He's not live. He's a 70-30 underdog. Diamonds really bad for Chad. Diamonds are very bad. 4 and only a 4. Oh my God! It's a 4 and only
he
a 4.
hits the 4.
A 4 and only a 4.
4 and only a 4.
Down to 4.
And he gets the 4 to double
Yikes.
up.
He's just blind versus blind. I mean, short stack, 10 bigs. Everything was pretty standard there. I mean, when you jam with ace 4 on the small blind, you're hoping that the big blind doesn't have any type of hand, or much less a better hand. But
or total garbage for maybe a straight draw.
Good timing for Chad now. He just doubled up for 10. He'd probably got 20, 25 bigs now. That's workable. It's even more workable than the 10 bigs he just had. Wow, what a river. Chad had 1 foot out there. He was about to stand up, I think. He had 1 foot out the door. He's about to walk away. In the process of saying nice hand. Good luck, everybody. I'll tell you what, I love those new all-in buttons. Have you seen our new all-in buttons?
Oh, yeah. They're
really nice.
They're fantastic.
Really nice.
I've been dealing tournament all week. Of course I've seen it.
Okay, I gotcha.
Because I'm a maniac.
Yeah. I forgot you're a maniac. But yeah, they're really nice. I like them a lot.
Yeah, so sick, the 4. I mean, hey, that's why we bring you this show, man. That's those sick rivers and
as
the
Matt
pain they
just
induce.
said, we're here for the pain.
Yeah,
we're all for it.
And you guys can tell me that you're not here for the pain out
Love
there in the audience, but
they're here for pain.
They're bluffing. I raise. Texas Sub says, hello back there, Texas Sub.
For sure here for the pain.
Good night,
All right. Yeah.
So where are we at now? 16, 15, 17, something? How many we got? I haven't noticed.
Joey Pigtails Poker says, greetings, humans. For
Joey
a second, I thought
Pigtails
it
Poker.
Greetings, humans. For a second, I thought it was Lur of the planet Omicron, Percy I ate. Poker is pain, says Texas Sub.
You got to be a bit of a masochist to enjoy poker, man. You're going to be taking a lot of
you can do
beatings.
everything right. You can have like
I
perfect
say-
strategy,
bro.
do everything, and you can still get your
I
head
say it all the
handed
time
to you.
where I see people do the right thing and get their head
Just
cracked, and I see
destroy.
people do the wrong thing and they just win piles of chips.
Right.
Poker is a very interesting game like
To
that.
the
you
table
know?
where they throw chips around. The guy's got more vodka in his blood than blood.
Right.
And it just hits
And
everything.
You just can't miss. Yeah, I've seen it. I really don't know how Rich has 80K in chips, and I swear this guy has not had a hand all day long.
He bluffed that big, and it wasn't a
Yeah.
small pot that he bluffed the 7 deuce with. That was a decent sized pot.
That's what makes it impressive. You know, people like Rich know that
Because
when
he just
the pot
kept
gets big,
firing and firing and
Yep.
firing until the very end when he fired one last time and didn't get the call at the end.
if you're going to represent it, you gotta, man. So Chris opens here, ace 10 suited. Ryan on the dealer button, going to defend a 6-5 suited. Hits a pair of fives. Check, check. We're keeping the pot small. 2 pair for Ryan.
Two-pair.
He's got the check mark and the hand locked.
And he checks
Now,
saying,
do we go for
"Please-"
value?
Yeah.
We go for value.
And it's like, yeah, I'm not going to wait for you to bet it. I'm going to bet it myself.
It does look bluffy. Chris said, "Oh, the 6 was your card," and yeah, actually,
Yeah, it was.
yeah, but
It
I mean,
was.
yeah, it looks like an innocuous, very
Bro,
innocuous.
you
6.
don't know how good that read was.
I think Chris was being sarcastic, but
that's the
nope,
perfect read in
you're
that
drawing
spot.
good. Good fold, Chris. You're drawing good.
Yeah, I don't really do the good fold thing. I did it once.
You don't do it, or you never say good fold, or you never. Just,
No, I did.
just
I
don't
know.
do
I
good
did the
folds.
whole thing. Good fold.
Okay.
I did it once, but only because the guy was needling me all game, and he was starting to irritate. Because I had total air, and
Yeah.
I bet every street. I mean, I had a good starting hand. I just couldn't hit anything.
I love when.
And then the guy's like, "Fine," and he folds right at the end. And I said, "Good
You
fold."
say good fold.
He's like, "Really?" And then I showed him. I'm like, "Yeah, for me."
Nah, that's a sick needle.
Yeah.
I like when you.
Well,
when,
if
when
he
you
hadn't
don't
been needling me
yeah,
for an hour
yeah.
and a half, I wouldn't have done it.
No, totally justified. Totally justified. But I could see, I've seen scenarios where a guy's like, "Did you have it?" I'm like, "Good fold." I had nothing.
Right.
But I just say good fold. I don't tell him what I had. All I
Right.
said was good fold. All right, Rich find a hand. He's under the gun. King Jack suited. Gonna open. Chad with a very small, and I mean the minimal, pocket pair.
It's true. Sometimes I play for Team Petty. Sometimes I'm the captain.
I love being the captain of Team Petty. Ryan's got a pair of fives here. He wants to see a flop here. Play it in position. Folds around a Mike who has a
Wow, look at these
king on a
hands,
small
though.
blind.
These are
right.
there's some hands going around.
This is an easy 3-bet. And unfortunately for Rich, who's played 0 hands per hour,
Zero
he finally
hands per
opens and he gets 3
Right,
bets. So that's not
and
fun.
with the worst hand, at least pre-flop.
Rich, this would be a bad time to represent a big hand, but
Yeah, this ain't the time for your 7 deuce action.
well, I mean, I think he's thinking about. I guess he doesn't like flatting for 20. He's either all in or folding, or maybe he wants to see how he's going to proceed in the hand. And that's seat. Yeah, it's a fold. That's the old look back at the cards before you fold. Good discipline fold from Rich.
Yeah, it
there.
is.
It is frustrating to play 0 hands per hour and then get 3-bet the one time. His spider senses was tingling, and he was right. Are you done? Are you leaving? Yeah, of course. Make some money.
All right, here's our chip counts. 17 remaining. We're going to take you down to 12.
Mike Dolan
Tonight. Yeah, we're getting to that where it could be either.
got a monster chip stack about a little under 100 bigs. And I'm going to go ahead and say it's after 6 p.m. We're going with tonight. We're going into the night at this point, even though it's still sunlight out.
Raise 75.
Nicholas, pocket 8s, opens 75. There's that 2.5x I was talking about. Orion, just going to flat here with ace jack suited. See what develops on the flop. Ace 7-7. Ryan takes a lead. Not a great flop for Nick, not a terrible flop for Nick. It's he's gonna find out. He's gonna bet and find out. All right, down bet to 6.
That bet's more confusing than anything else. Like
the down bet could mean anything.
Like really?
It's kind of a bet for info at this point. And Ryan, small raise. What is that? I didn't hear what he said. 16, 17.
Looks like 16.
Yeah, 16 is correct. Small raise in position is a good way to get, you know, some information. Anything Nicholas does is going to be telling whether it's a raise or a fold or a call. Well, not the fold so much, but all right. Nick's not ready to fold for one bet, for one raise, but he's going to need some help. That was almost it.
Almost.
8 of clubs actually gives
yeah,
some
lots
help,
of outs now.
You
Flush
can't
draw.
know that the 8 is good here.
But
it's actually a bad card for Ryan.
Yeah,
because
that made
if
me a little
Nicholas
nervous
was bluffing
there.
with a hand like King Queen of clubs or King Jack of clubs, he just got there. He's gonna lead. He's gonna block bet lead. Huh. Interesting. This is a little bit perplexing if you're in Ryan's position.
Very interesting.
What are we repping here? Ace King with the King of clubs. What are we repping here? And if you're Ryan, like, what are we beating here? Well, it's cheap enough to see what happens on the river.
Nice and safe card for Ryan.
Ryan has a check mark unless somehow Nicholas.
No.
Wow.
Ooh, I was gonna say he's gonna have to make a big bet at this.
Yeah.
And try to convince Ryan that he's got a 7.
If Nicholas has put Ryan on exactly the hand and knows that he's good enough to fold it, this is actually a sick bet. Nicholas jams for just about a pot size bet. He's got 80K. Yeah, this is actually a gross spot if you're
Yeah.
Ryan. I need a count.
He's gonna ask for the count though.
75, 85 looks like. Or is that 70, 80?
79.
Okay, he
79K.
does have 79. Yeah, this is a gross spot for Ryan, actually.
It's going to be about half his chips.
Ace Jack is not. Oh, you're either way ahead or way behind. It's such a gross spot. I mean, like I said, you can beat what, Ace 10.
Let's get a look at his chip
Pocket
stack.
kings
What'll I have if
represented.
I call and lose?
Yeah, this is a rather large bet compared
But
to
it's a chance to
Ryan's.
knock out a decent chip stacked player.
Also a
and
very
you're trying to
dangerous
get to the bag.
Right.
So
Yes, it's
I mean,
not-
there's no easy answers here.
Wow, he might lay it down. This is a really gross spot for Ryan, yeah. This is really good pressure from Nicholas here, especially if he put Ryan on exactly this type of hand, Ace Jack, Ace 10, a hand that may or may not be the best hand. Yeah, definitely a tough call.
Dead silence on the table. Nobody's even thinking about calling
Well,
clock
this is
on
like-
here. Yeah.
This makes, this is a respectable like
Right.
justification for taking some time.
Big pot. A lot of chips involved.
Wow, he makes
And
the good
calls
call.
it.
He
Makes the
a
hero
really
call.
Good call. Wow, good job, Ryan.
And
That was, I mean, I applaud Nick's effort. as he
Nicholas,
really
that
almost
was,
got away with it.
yeah,
The hand is on the
I
cusp.
thought he was going to get away with
Yeah.
that. And then Ryan was a meddling kid. And then got him at the end with the
Wow.
hero call.
Good call there from Ryan. Wow. That if he was wrong, that would have hurt.
Yeah.
You know?
That was the
And that-
difference, though. I mean, Ryan's
Yeah.
like, well, I mean, I'll be hurt, but I'll still have
But I still
an
have
okay
chips.
okay chip stack,
Yep.
about average on the table. Now he just shoots up to the chip lead.
Wow. Ryan with it. Yeah,
So
very
we're going to get a
nice.
little pause in the action here while they balance the table because it doesn't look like anyone on the other semifinal table lost a player yet.
So we're going to be 8 and 8. Is that right? Are we 16
Yeah.
or are we 15?
Oh, we're not taking a pause in the action. We're like, you know what? Just tell Joey he'll send us a player, and you know
Just
what?
keep it going. Send us a player.
Next one. Yeah. Yeah, Nick joining us live-ish in the stream or in the chat. Yet no, it's man, and you were that close to getting away with it too, Nick. Really a tough decision. I mean, nobody blames you for going for it there. Yeah, and nobody blames Ryan for calling there. It was just massively tough spot.
Yeah, he's in the blender, and rightfully so. Like again, like I said, like you're losing ace king, ace queen, or if somehow he has pocket nines or pocket aces. But I mean, there's.
Oh, they did lose a player. That's why he said go ahead. So now it's 8 and 7. 15 players remain.
8. We're down to 15, and just like that, we're nearing this bubble. Nearing this. Hats off to him. I really do applaud Nick's effort. That took some balls.
Honestly.
The guy's got some heart, and I like.
They caught me by surprise. It's like, wow. I said. I even said the only way he's got a shot is if he big bets it, and then he just shoved as I was saying that, and I was like, kind of like that.
Wow, what a sick! It was. I applaud the effort, Nicholas.
This is why I'm glad I don't play as much as I used to. I'm like, dude,
a
lot
of
going
these
through
guys,
stuff like that,
listen,
man, that's bad for my heart.
A lot of these guys are sharp, and they know when to apply max pressure, and that was a really, really good attempt by Nicholas, and a really, really good call by Ryan. Not an easy decision either way. Ryan running on a little heater. Oh, I thought he raised. He actually just flatted with pocket nines. Behind Mike D is a suited ace.
75.
He's going to open it to 75. Very small. Small raise when somebody limped in front of you. Here's Rich with a king-jack suited. And again, Rich has not had a lot of hands to play with, so this might be one you want to try and get in there. He's got the button, so it's a good spot for Rich to try to see what develops here, see if he can find a spot where he can take a pot away or flop best. And we're going 3 ways with this one. Ryan's not going to fold pocket nines. He's got a mountain of chips. Ryan's going to be acting first. Mike flops best with an ace. Rich has got a little gut shot. Ryan is not happy to see 2 overcards. Mike's going to continue 3 ways with an ace. 9K.
It's nice to have top pair and the big stack at the table. It's a nice combo.
Yeah, this is a healthy, or I mean, it's an easy bet here when you flop an ace. You find out where you're at. Bunch of snap folds.
What happened to Brent? I thought
he
thought we were gonna hang out.
He made a move. Blind versus blind. He folded around to him. He made a move all in.
He was so colorful too.
Snapped off. Yeah, I heard all about it.
Oh, well, maybe next time.
I'm sure you'll miss him. Colorful. That's funny. Anyways, just like that, the action has been really flying. I'll tell you what. In this past 2 or 3 hours that we've been live,
I'm shocked. We are at 15.
We're at 15.
We got 15 remaining.
Imagine that.
We are bagging at 12.
And the stacks are not short. Average is got to be more than 20 bigs. And the stacks are starting to get big here. We see some 250K stacks here.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but our blind's 15, 2,500?
Right now we're at 15.3.
15.3, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Did Rich just open 7 deuce again?
Oh, no.
I do believe he's starting to get a little frustrated here. He just can't find a hand. When he does find a hand, he either gets 3-bet or he just can't flop, can't flop well. So, it's been a rough day for Rich. I'm surprised he still has chips left, I'll be honest. I would have taken a stand at some point and just got frustrated and blasted off my 50K in chips. So, here we have action he flopped.
That's a pretty unlucky flop, actually, for Rich, just because...
Rich is going to have to represent it here because he's a pre-flop raiser.
Well,
and Ryan's open-ended. He's never folding.
Well, what I'm saying is the other player had Jack 10, so the chances of Ryan flopping a Jack or 10 are not as good because the other player had removal.
But this is a pretty good...
But this is my point, though. Just the fact that a king-queen comes, it does give Ryan equity drawn to a straight and a backdoor flush draw.
He's 50-50. He's got 2 overs now.
But if it's just a king or just a queen, it's an easy fold.
Correct. Club?
Oh,
good
wow.
Lord. Ryan just hits a gin.
so
Don't do it, Rich.
gross.
If Rich fires here, it's going to be good. All right, good safe check here from Rich.
No way.
So now
that's a 7.
River pairs the board.
Wow. That gives Rich trips.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even realize.
That is
so this would be a really
gross.
sick check from Ryan.
Ryan's just going to bet. And
of
Rich
course,
is
he
just
has to.
call.
He can't risk it going check.
Right.
He's got to go for value. It just would be so sick if he just checked and Rich just jammed, thinking that Ryan has a king. Oh.
22.
And Rich is probably not happy, but he's going to have to call. Yeah. Yeah. He's not happy.
He just knows this is not even
Yeah,
like
look,
king
he's
queen.
even
It's not even like
smirking,
king
yeah.
queen. Like he wants to fold, you know?
I know. But it's
You just can't. You just never. You just hit
Is
the
it?
gin card. You're just
Right.
never folding here.
what did he say?
He said, "If you do you fold if I raise?"
I
said
love
Jack-
Rich.
you already
Jack
said
10 is,
Jack 10's
bro,
good.
I love Rich. He's so good. He's so good. Yeah. Yeah. God, that's so gross. If the river's not a 7, he doesn't pay off. It's like
Yeah.
so gross. Oh, what a frustrating day for Rich. Yeah, you can see it on his face. Such a frustrating day for a good player.
Buddy.
Bro. Right on my foot.
What are the chances?
Are we still muted? No, we're not muted. Yeah, that was a good hand to
That was really unlucky for Rich. I mean, just the
Yikes.
fact that he actually hit on that one, and his,
Again,
his
if he
opponent
doesn't, if
just.
the river's not a 7, he doesn't pay off. Super frustrating day for Rich, man. Poor guy. I feel his pain. That was me 2 days ago.
He almost got away with it too. He almost
Me
got
2
away
days
from
ago.
it. Like you saw him, right? Like he almost got away from it.
After this hand, we got a break coming up. We're going to talk about some of the stuff going on today and this upcoming week.
20,500.
Rich is all in with ace 5. Getting called from Chad with ace 6. Interesting spot. Should be a chop most of the time.
Unless.
Rut-row, Raggy. Wow, that's a bad flop for a
Unless-
chop.
How about this
Holy! Wow.
Good card for Rich. No chop. Yeah, you did notice no chop there.
And look, Rich isn't
Rich-
even happy about it.
He's of course not.
He's still thinking about that 7
yeah,
deuce.
man. Yep. Well, good news for Rich. You got 50K and you're still in it, bud.
My guy.
My
guy. I feel you, buddy.
Yeah, dude. Yep.
Starting stack. Perfect. Great position. I just bought in.
Well, we're going to go on a little 15-minute break, but before we do, give you a little update on what's going on around these parts. The Moneymaker will be hanging around till May 13th. We got multiple events every single day. Tomorrow is Sunday, May 4th. We're going to have 2 more flights. Our first Moneymaker multi-flight is going to be at 11:15, and that's still part of our 100K guarantee tournament. Buy-in's 300. Also tomorrow we have a limit Omaha 8 or better, stud 8 or better, buy-in 300. We got satellites running every single day. Also like to let you know about our monthly promotional high hand downstairs. We have a progressive high hand to go along with our normal high hand. On Friday and Saturday, we have $400 high hands every 15 minutes. We do have our progressive high hand, which is quad 8s or better. So every time you hit quad 8s, quad 9s, quad 10s, straight flushes, so on and so forth. If the hand is not hit that day, next week it's going to double. So I believe it's 500.
It's a weekly refresher?
A weekly refresher. Good call.
Gotcha. Because I wasn't sure if it was daily or weekly.
It's a weekly refresher, correct.
Gotcha.
Yep. So come on in, guys. We got all kinds of high hand promotions going. We got our wow, I am drawing a blank, buddy.
Yeah, right?
Whew. We got our 3-card going to the back, Ultimate Texas Hold'em, cash games running all the time. Like I said, our Moneymakers here through May 13th. We have multiple tournaments literally every single day. Tournament starting at 11:15, and we have our night tournaments every single night. We have satellites every single night at 6:15. Most of these are deep stacks. We got mega turbo satellites into our $300 buy-in multi-flight stacks, and we also have satellites into our $1,100 main event.
Speaking of the main event, when is that?
The main event is going to start next Thursday, and we will have flights every day going into day 2 on Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Sunday.
That is a 3-day event, by the way.
That's true.
Sunday is day 2. Then we'll play Sunday all the way down to the final 6, I believe it is. Final table will be live stream on Monday, the following day. Is it Sunday? Are you sure?
I believe
Because,
you.
with this one being.
Yep. No.
day
So
two Monday,
so we're
day
actually
two
going
is
to play down.
Sunday?
We're going to play down to 6 players on Monday for the main event, and then day 2 will resume on Tuesday
There you
at
go.
2 o'clock in the
So
afternoon.
day 2 is Monday, you're saying?
Day 2 is
Day
Monday.
My bad. There we go.
No, that's my fault. Day 2 is Monday, and
Day
Tuesday.
3, the final table, day 3, is the live stream.
Right. They're
final
going to play it
table.
down to 6, no matter how late it
Six-handed.
goes. They're going to go down to 6-handed Monday night, and they will resume play on Tuesday. And that will cap off our Moneymaker tournament.
Let's talk about some updates from the field because, this isn't the first field. This isn't the first flight that we've had, and we do have some notable names in the, the people who've already bagged. Corey Rock, we've seen him plenty of times. He was a guest here. He was a guest star,
Corey was a guest commentator. Yeah, we had a
Kevin
couple
Nile.
of commentators get sick, and
That was
so
fun.
we had Niall and Corey step in with us, and Corey gave us a lot of really good tips for tournament play, and he's actually one of our high bagging players.
He's got the third best chip stack. Jack Nathan currently has the most chips with 561,000. Ramander Singh, everybody knows Team Rami. He's always.
Does he ever not make day 2?
Yeah. I
So
see his name every time I check a multi-flight. His name is up there, but he's got a respectable 203K going into day 2.
Funny stat about Raminder. I'm pretty sure his final table to win ratio.
Probably one of the highest.
It's in the history of poker, but I'm pretty sure it's in the 90th percentile.
92.
It's kind of ridiculous, but
For those who don't know, bro, check people's Hendon mobs. I be checking people's Hendon mobs all the time, and these people will surprise you. You got a guy who looks homeless, and he's got a $5 million Hendon mob.
You talking about me while I'm here sitting next to you?
You don't have a $5 million Hendon
Good point.
mob, but you do
That's
look
a good
homeless. So there's that.
So no, but Raminder Singh, he's actually a really
Very
big
impressive.
pro down south here. He makes final tables left and right, and he's actually just seems like a really great guy.
He's actually a really good guy.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun at the table. He's the kind of personality you want at the table.
He's also a terrifying person to have on your left. I know from experience. It's actually terrifying. He's really good at applying maximum pressure in position, and he does it constantly. So I'm sure we're going to see him make a deep run at this one. Highly likely.
Yep. So we are down to 15 players. Like we said, we are going to bag at 12, and then we are going to come back and do it all again tomorrow. So we're going to go on a quick break, and then we will be back in about 5 minutes.
Just another minute or two here. We'll be right back on our regularly scheduled programming. Today being Saturday, May 3rd, we already have mentioned what we have going on today. There's Satellite, 8 p.m. Our 5 p.m. multi-flight, $30 buy-in, 100k guaranteed, just started about 5:15, about an hour ago. You can still get into that one. Tomorrow, Sunday, morning flight and a night flight for the $300 buy-in, 100k guarantee. That is your last chance to get into this 100k guarantee multi-flight, with day 2 being on Monday. We'll be live streaming all day, starting at noon 30-ish, I think. Don't quote me. Yes, around noon 30-ish. We'll be going all the way feature to final, and actually feature to finish. Feature to final to finish. We're going to be finishing. This is a 2-day event, this opening multi-flight event. Also, tomorrow, Limit, Omaha 8 or better, Stud 8 or better. A mixed game, Omaha, Stud, High-Low. That's an interesting $300 buy-in. Starts at noon, starts at 12:15 actually. Satellite into the 1K done in a day. 3:15 is a satellite into the 1K done in a day. It's a 140 buy-in, so the tournament ticket is for $1,000. It's at the $1,000, I think, as a 50k guarantee. I'm gonna have to look up. I can't find it. The 1K in a day is Wednesday, May 7th. It's a $1,100 buy-in, 50k guarantee, 1-day event. That's an interesting. That's a cool 1-day event. I feel like that highly likely could be over the 50k guarantee. Anyways, as Terry mentioned before, we have satellites going on every single day to get into our main event, which starts this week on Thursday. Actually, Wednesday. Oh, those are milestones. We have satellites all week until Thursday. Thursday is the $1,100 main event, Moneymaker main event. Day 1A starts Thursday, May 8th at 12:15 p.m. It's $1,100 buy-in, 250k guarantee. We're going to be live streaming every day for that tournament. That's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sunday is the last chance to get in to the Moneymaker main event, 250k. I'll tell you what, whenever Moneymaker comes around, whenever the main event comes around, you see the caliber of play just go through the roof, man. You see some really wild play and a lot of fearless players. Day 2 especially. Day 2 is going to be top-tier play. Make sure you're here for Day 2, our live stream, which is on Monday. I think we're going live about 12:30 on Monday. We're playing that off into Day 3 is Tuesday, May 13th, as we mentioned before. Moneymaker main event final table, live stream final table, Day 3, Tuesday at 2:15 is when they start. We're probably going to go live 2:30 or 2:45. Make sure you catch us at our final table. I see one player back at the table. That's usually a context clue that we have some time, but not quite yet. Here we have more players piling in. That means we're getting closer there. We see our new dealer, Joel, sitting in the box. He's shuffling up the cards. We're getting ready to go, and we're back, boys and girls. Let's get it. So with that, the blinds will be, they were just 153. They're going to be going to 2,000, 4,000 with a 4,000 ante. We do have 15 left of our 89 players who started the day. As we mentioned before, we're playing down to 12. That's 12.5%, which is 12 players. We're at 15 right now, just a couple more, and we're going to be hand for hand. 13 is hand for hand, 12 is the money. 12 players today will be bagging and going on to Day 2. Chad making a joke that he's got the starting stack that he just bought in. Although registration ended, whatever the last break was, an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. So here we go. Hand number 1 was very uneventful. Back from break. If you're hungry, eat a Snickers. Right, Rich? $2,000, $4,000. A lot of fearless players here, man. I'll tell you what, we've seen a lot of chips fly. A lot of big hands. A lot of no fear 7-deuce rich bluffs. Especially one that got there. That was unfortunate. Unfortunate hand to witness.
All in.
Here we have a limped pot. And Josh is just going to take advantage. That's a big bet. You're just going to jam all in for 100K. Just be like, you just limp there. There's no way you have a real hand there. Maybe you didn't even look at the second card. You just looked at an ace and just jammed it. He's shaking his head like, I don't know. I had a real hand. I had a real hand. Ace 3 offsuit. Of course, I had to go. I had to go. Chris under the gun with 6-4, contemplating.
Raise 12.
Just going to open 3x here. 6-4 offsuit. Ryan hasn't played in a hand in a while since he had that nice orbit. He's going to flat with Jack 10 suited. Mike's going to play the button, pocket fives. And Rich with a suited ace. All right. It's going to just save some chips. I think Rich is going to try to find a spot where he can get it in, heads up. Chris hits bottom pair with his 6-4 off. Ryan's got a good shot, some backdoor draws, backdoor flush. Mike is going to just take the lead on a checked flop. Mike and Ryan are really deep at this point. This would be insane if they just go at it. Maybe Ryan wants to get involved in a big hand.
Heads up, gentlemen.
King on the turn is really bad for Ryan. I don't even think he checked yet. And Mike's reaching for chips. Don't get excited, bud. Wow, that is. Is that like the reverse tell? That looks super strong when you just instantly bet out of position. Not even your turn yet. Where are you going? Are you jumping in? No. Jump in the booth. Yeah, Ryan. Not a good turn card. I think it's a good time to give up. Check. Nope. Nope. Wow, and then he tries to take back his bet and check. Yeah, TDA tournament rules, even if you acted out of position, your bet stands when it goes check to you. And the action doesn't change. This would be a sick raise from Ryan. I don't think he's going to do it because it would be ICM suicide this late in the game. But Dana... What's up?
Hi.
Come on in. Hi. Don't be shy. Yeah, Mike's gonna take it down with a little pocket fives position move there with the chip stack. That was a interesting play. Not even waiting to see what your opponent does before you just bet out of position.
The old whoopsie daisy.
The old whoopsie daisy. Tried to take it back. That was fun. That was kind of fun to witness. Dana joining us in the box for what, the first time ever? Have you ever been in here before?
I've been in here.
All right, welcome back then.
All the comment cards were very...
Is that right?
Very good, yes.
Yeah.
I think we need to interview this guy at the end. He's the interview of the day to be like, buddy.
Mike?
Yeah, the 5-5. Was it really accidental, or is this like...
Or was that a time? Is that a strategic? Yeah.
Leveling of all time.
Possible strategic play of the day.
Raise 16,000.
Ryan limps King 10 off. Josh gonna raise King 5 suited on his button. I feel like Ryan's switching up a little bit. He was kind of I feel like this would have been a hand he would have just opened with, and now he decided to flat fold. Guess maybe he's trying to see cheap flops or conserve chips, but nice little pickup on the button. What are your observations from the field, Dana? Or did you just get here? You don't know anything.
I'm dealing a different tournament. I'm
We're
dealing the horse.
Horse tournament?
So
of course.
It's a little bit different than this.
It is quite different. Horse is fun. I haven't dealt horse in years. Blind versus blind, some suited kings. And chat is super short. Yep, I was going to say this might just get in. Chris opens king queen suited. And he's probably going to ask for a count. Did he instantly ask for a count and I missed it?
Yeah, he asked for it.
Look a lot like chat has 30 or 15, close to it.
20, 25,
Joel using all of his fingers to count.
30,000.
The toes are flexing too. The toes are on flex. You just don't see
5,
it.
10, 15, 20.
Wow, let's go. Nice. Thank you.
And just like that, Chad is all in and at risk here. And immediately he's got 3 outs, unless he gets some help here with some clubs or maybe a straight. But not looking good for Chad. He's a 3-1 dog right now. Club. Wow, clubs. He's got outs. That's a brick. Wow, what a sweat. It's never easy, huh? Can't just ride clean. You just got to get the sweat car. So Chris with a nice little pickup there. 30K pickup, blind versus blind. And just like that, we're down to 14. That means one more player busted. We should be 7 and 7. Well, we got 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I think we need a balance here. We should be 7 and 7. It looks like we're 8 and 6. If we got 8 players on the other table, we're gonna need to balance 7 and 7. One more player bust. We're going hand for hand until the bag. Joel asking for an update from the other secondary table.
Joel's doing great with the numbers.
Joel using all of his toes and fingers to count chips. Love it.
Joel's gonna confess to us later that he's like missing 3 toes. we're gonna be in trouble, and Joel's like, "So are you guys like super trolling?" Or
did you guys know I have 9 toes?
Did you know my secret?
What are we waiting on?
I think they're talking about if they're hand for hand or not.
Right.
well,
I'm like, did they lose another player
I
on the other non-featured table?
I think
That
regardless,
could
we
be
need a
it.
balance. We're looking at 6 players.
Right. No, but I mean, but if they lost a player too, it would be 6
then
and
we would
7.
be hand for hand. Right.
That's what they're probably
see.
trying to find out. They might have an all-in up there. Also, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back. What'd you eat?
I didn't eat, no.
Oh, okay. I think you were talking about food.
I was not hungry, I
having
was
a-
thirsty, so I went and got me some Dr. Peppers.
That's my Jenny.
What's the best line in Forrest Gump? Most quotable. The best.
All of them, I think.
My absolute favorite. It's so horrible.
But
Lieutenant Dan, I got you an ice cream. Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
ice cream.
It's the best part of the whole movie.
Yeah, I go up to that restaurant sometimes up at Universal because my wife and I got passes, and sometimes the staff plays trivia with us. Whew. I'm like, what do I get when I beat you? And they're like, you're not going to beat me. I'm like, okay, but what do I get? Turns out you don't get anything.
I was gonna say, what do you get? You get nothing.
I
No,
got you
I
an
didn't get
ice
nothing.
cream.
Although they did get tricky. I did like the creativity. They tried to say, what was the name of Forrest's 7th boat?
What?
What was the name of Forrest's 7th boat?
What?
And I was like, legit stumped for like a second. I'm like, oh, Jenny 7. And they're like, dang it, nobody gets that one.
That's funny.
Because you remember, he says, we got a whole bunch of boats. 12 Jennies.
12 Jennies.
So
That's
boats
funny.
1 through 12 have to be Jenny.
All Jenny.
They
That's
probably
funny.
wouldn't be in an order, though, with Forrest. Probably some mixed up order.
Well, yeah, but they don't actually show all the boats, so they couldn't,
No.
you know. So I'm going to go with Jenny 7, the name of Forrest's 7th boat.
So here we have a balance, finally. We have, oh, that's Nick, isn't it? Nick just played the mystery bounty in event number 1, and he pulled the 3K big bounty.
Nice.
Out the bag. Good job, Nick. Here he is free rolling. I think it's Nick Visconti.
All right.
I was going to say Bertucci, but that's not right. That's the dude. That's the dude. Yeah,
I was going to say that's definitely not it.
Yeah. Chris going to take advantage of the new player. Just sat down. He hasn't got comfortable yet. He's going to try and steal his big blind.
But we don't know what kind of
We can't
monster
see-
he's
nobody-
got there.
Nobody
yeah.
told Nick to put his cards in the box.
Nick.
Put the cards in the box, buddy.
Well, you got to give him time to get warmed up. Joel, where are you at, man? Tell him to put the box.
Sometimes when
Joel
it folds
sleeping?
around so fast like that, too, and you're on the button, you just have to.
Tell
It's like
him,
the
I'll do it.
speed of the folds.
Right.
It's like an unwritten rule,
Yeah.
actually.
Like, you definitely
Everybody
lose
snap
some
folds.
full
Somebody's got to have a
points.
hand, right? So, like,
It's like the first 2 rules of Fight Club.
Meanwhile, you're sitting there with a 6-3.
there you
Everybody's folded your
go.
outs.
Good job, Twan. I see Twan pointing to the box. I give Nick the benefit of the doubt. He didn't even have a chance to like sit down and get comfortable before he got involved in the first hand. Sorry.
Ow!
Yeah.
I'm sensitive.
Yeah, big baby. Panthers aren't that sensitive, are they?
No.
Nah.
Well, we're just hanging out here.
Nah.
You know, it's an ice rink
How
just
about
down
the
the
Panthers
street.
make-
Let's go down there. We'll lace them up. You know, we'll play a little one-on-one.
Panthers make another deep run, huh?
The cards are in the box
So
now, but
fun.
no
Hey.
small
Yeah.
blind.
Right.
Julian has actually been pretty dormant for a while. He's got a monster here. Queens under the gun.
Josh with J's.
Oh boy, this could get ugly. Oh boy. Yeah,
Oh,
three bet
it's
income.
going to be painful, and I'm here for it.
We love it.
I love the
We love the
pain.
blood. Oh my
And
good
kings!
lord!
Ooh,
No.
Now it's time for pain.
Wow, can Queens get away from this somehow?
Yeah, let me just sneak on.
Get
over
ready
there.
for the
Oh,
click that
yes,
button.
I'm definitely getting that ready. Getting that ready, buddy.
let me write this one down.
All in.
Where's the pen?
Indeed.
What hand number is this? We don't even know yet. But wow, Queens, Kings,
Kings, Queens, Jacks. Why can't
Interesting.
I deal hands
Bro,
like this?
can Queens get away from this? It's okay, so Queens open under the gun. It's been 3-bet, 4-bet jammed in front of you. Can Queens get away from this right at the money bubble? Like, this actually might be a really amazing fold here from Julian. I won't even be that shocked. It's a gross spot for sure.
Two ladies at the same time.
But,
oh,
wow, you've never said that before.
Yeah.
Wow. Great fold from Julian.
wow.
I said if it wasn't for the fact that he'd been 3-bet and 4-bet already, that
Yeah.
this looks, and this is such like an ace-king type jam. I think I don't know if Josh can get away from it at this point.
Yeah, it's.
He's a brand new player. You know nothing about him. He could have aces or ace king. Wow, good. Wow, good fold from Josh.
Oh.
Look at Julian is so happy right now that Nick just showed kings. Wow.
Oh, he showed him.
He showed him. Did you miss it?
Boo.
What hand was that? What? Where are we at? Yeah. Wow. Wow. Nice disciplined fold from Julian and.
Doggone disciplined folds. I wanted the pain.
Yeah.
I wanted them to
I said
all be
this
all in
could-
and then turn up the hands and then just the pain.
This could get wild, but.
First have to call his 30K. Yeah, that was the issue.
63. Okay. Now it's time for hand 64, Nintendo style.
I mean, for both players to fold to a newly seeded opponent is pretty impressive.
That was actually impressive, yes. And I think it helps, or it helps or it doesn't help the fact that we're right on the cusp of the end of the day.
And then he
Nobody wants to
showed-
bust.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
think
feel
you
like
said,
Nick shouldn't have shown.
Yeah, for
Nick
sure.
should have
Come
showed the
on.
kings.
Not at all.
Don't reward them for
How
their
about-
prudent play.
How about the fact that he's played 3 hands and 2 of them
Eh.
have been kings and ace queen? What's going on here?
And I know you said Julian's been folding a lot.
Julian,
but this
he-
new
well, I mean,
player doesn't know that.
Right.
And comes in and blasts off.
Very true.
Just with
I'm
queens.
just saying,
Like, did I just get pushed off the hand or what with my queens? And I'm like, I want you to worry about it. I want you to stew over it. I want you to doubt yourself. I'm never showing you the kings. Ever.
Yeah.
Ever,
I think
ever.
if he shows jacks, I don't show the kings.
In
just
this
for that.
or any parallel universe, ever.
The booth got so much prettier.
1,000% prettier.
Dang, dude.
The disrespect.
Yeah, man.
I'd expect nothing less from Terry. So yeah, the fact that Julian's been folding for about an hour, he had queens. He opens, Terry. Jack's 3-bet. Nick just got here. 4-bet jams, kings. Fold, no flop. Kings, queens, jacks, no flop. Yeah. Wow. Wild.
Don't give it away. Catch
He
it on the
wasn't here.
replay.
He
Catch
wasn't-
it on the
he wasn't
replay
here.
tomorrow.
Huh?
Yeah. Now he knows right to cut to. Like, he'll fire it up, and I'm like, okay, what was that? Hand 63? Yeah, let's check that out.
That was actually pretty wild.
Terry leaves Kennel Club and pulls up the YouTube on his drive home.
Well, he's not going to see it there. It's live only. Got to wait for
Do we
tomorrow
not have
for the
rerun?
rerun.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow gets
VOD
uploaded.
tomorrow, yep.
The next day.
Gotcha.
So, yeah,
Julian,
there's no instant
wow.
replay. Can
So-
you imagine if we had instant replay, like as the
That'd
dealer
be so
shuffling
cool.
for the next hand?
Yes.
Oh, we're breaking it
By
down.
the way, we had like a little.
Yeah.
That would be cool. So Julian has been very patient and saved a lot of money with queens. It's a limp pot here, and he's going to open with kings and hope that the guy who limped under the gun +1 can give him some action.
This is like instant reward too. You fold your
Right.
queens, it's the right fold, and the poker gods just give you the king.
Here you go. Monster hand. Very next hand.
And you're dominating this time.
I mean, honestly, if I'm Chris, I'm like, dude, this guy just folded queens. What can he have now?
The little devil on my shoulder would be like, shove, he'll fold.
Oh, he
This
shows
guy
the
has to have
kings.
aces to be able to call.
No, just kings.
Did he show the queens? Did he show the queens when he folded?
He was in the middle. He folded. This guy kind of like laughed. He didn't even wait till he folded up the jacks. Nick shows the kings, and Julian starts like laughing like so hard, like yes, like good fold. You can see him. He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. No, I don't think he said anything. Yeah, and then the very next hand he got king. Or 2 hands later.
I think he said something.
What in orbit? You think
I
he
mean,
whispered? I didn't hear it.
Yeah,
But he possibly was like, yeah, I had
I mean, he
queens.
was like patting himself on the back. You know,
Yeah, you could see it.
You have to tell your comrades, like, guess what I did. Like,
By the way.
yeah, folding isn't enough. You also have to get like the mad props.
I think I folded queens like once in the past 2 years.
I'll take the under.
And it was actually.
I'll take the
No,
under, he says.
Well, I don't know if it was the right fold, but he 3-bet, I 4-bet, he 5-bet, I fold. Yes. Hey
Now you'll
guys, you
never
guys,
know.
y'all look beautiful.
Yeah, we have the heavy-duty, expensive cards.
Everyone knows you're here.
Did
Sir-
viewership
sir,
go up
yes,
when I
sir.
got on?
Hell yeah, 100%. I'm sure.
Yeah, I actually don't have access to those numbers, but I'm willing to bet.
No, we have them right here, don't we? Don't we have them right here?
I don't think so.
Tell your friends.
Over there, yeah.
This went up by
Twitch,
1
yeah.
number, and this went up by 4 numbers. Hey, let's go.
There we
Alright.
go.
I just made those numbers up, by the way.
Well, tomorrow when it's released,
Exactly.
there's going to be a lot of clicks, a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of replays.
No doubt.
Hundreds
no
of.
doubt.
I really thought we were going to see some blood that hand, man. I know Matt was salivating
I
for
was sad
it.
by that. It's, I'm not talking like, crushingly depressed or anything, but kind of like
No. It's
like
it's a little depressing.
like, you thought you were going to go to the ice cream place, but your mom keeps driving and you're like, huh? It's that kind.
I mean, the chip stacks kind of dictated, too, that he kind of had to shove versus another raise.
Right.
I wanted ice cream.
And make something look weird.
I think any 4-bet he did is going to look super strong there.
Yeah, because what did we
And-
go? We went 10 to 30.
Yeah.
And I think he had
and then
both
he
players
just
covered.
jammed for like 200K.
But yeah, the effective was.
He could have made it 75, 80K, but then you're playing out of position against, so I kind of like the jam there.
Yeah.
And you're new to the table, so it's kind of hard.
Raise 30,000.
Speaking of jam, well, Rich leaves one chip behind.
Rich with the old 99% of your chips.
Wow, does anybody not have a hand?
Wow, look at all these aces and kings in it. What is this?
What is this?
Rich is sitting there with one blue chip like, what do I do?
Oh, it's a limp pot. I
Right.
see. It's a limp pot, and Rich is trying to
Right.
take advantage of that.
So it's
My
it's
bad.
not quite
Again.
a shove.
Is it a tell then when you don't put that one chip you left behind on your cards as a card protector?
Wow, Chris
No, that's a
jams.
statement. Like, chip in a chair.
Yeah.
Like if I lose, I'm going to take this one chip, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to knock everybody out.
Imagine. Chris
I don't have to imagine. We've seen it on the stream.
Have we really seen
Yeah.
somebody knock everybody out from a chip in a chair?
Yeah. We
Oh.
had a chip in a chair one time.
Wow.
I believe it was Benji on an Omaha
Wow,
stream.
really?
I mean, we could look it up. I mean, I'm sure Josh has the highlight reel somewhere.
That's got to be somewhere. So here we go. Yeah, we're basically flipping here. Rich with a slight lead with the ace high. Chris just taking advantage of the limp pot with the one short stack, trying to make it look. It looked bluffy from Rich there.
It looks bluffy.
Joel said good luck, and Rich said thank you.
Thank you.
It looks bluffy. Oh, safe.
Uh,
That's not
well,
good. More outs. Wow. What a 6 sweat card. Joel, slow it down, bud. Let me talk about the turn before you put out the river.
It's all there. But you.
It's like he's got somewhere to be after this. He's all
Right.
like, "Come on, man!
You know,
Saturday night, I got somewhere to be."
I already know
Let's-
Joel wants to go downstairs and deal cash.
I do love that you can hear the bugle in the background. We have a bugler.
This guy's
You weren't
phenomenal.
here for that. Oh
It's
wow, you weren't here for
incredible.
When
here for
Gino
that
went
part.
bust, what song was it that was playing? But it
I
was
forget. It was like they were about to
It
start
was-
the race. It's like
it was such a
Gino
send-off.
busts out and he gets off and and I'm like, no, don't play
we
right
were
now.
like,
Give
that
him a
is-
minute.
That is so unnecessary. But this guy's walking around doing Indiana Jones, a Star Wars theme. This guy is
Right.
I heard
phenomenal.
the Star Wars. Well,
Yeah.
tomorrow is May 4th. May the 4th be with
Hey,
you,
May
Star
the-
Wars
May the
Day.
4th.
It's also baby's first birthday.
God, I
Aw,
miss
happy
Star
birthday,
Wars.
baby. Does baby have a name?
The baby's
It's
name is
just
Eileen.
Francis.
No, it's just gonna be
Oh, okay.
baby.
No, we
I was
can
thinking of
call her
Dirty
by
Dancing.
name.
Baby's real
Baby.
name was Francis.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Yeah.
Ooh, 10s for Ryan.
After the
Happy
first woman in
birthday,
the
Eileen.
Eileen.
I'm not gonna be here tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm not going to be here
I'm
tomorrow
hopefully
either.
you're not
It's
gonna be
baby's
here.
first birthday.
It's baby's.
Baby's first birthday.
Is that why I'm the
Rebate.
only one working tomorrow? Everybody's gonna be. Everybody's
work-
gonna be off.
I don't work on my days off. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I mean, everybody needs to call and sing.
No,
All right, we got action here. We got some
Finally,
action.
got some action.
There's no Dante in you.
It's folded around to Chris on the button. He's got an ace.
supposed to be here today.
He opens ace. Ryan with the 3-bet from the big. We haven't seen him. We haven't seen Ryan 3-bet like in a while. I don't know if Chris has picked up on that, but it kind of looks like he's thinking about making a move here. Yep, he
All
does
in.
make the move. Oh.
All in.
And Ryan doesn't snap call. I think the first instinct should be how much?
I mean, they definitely have stacks, too. Ryan's saying
Right.
there were
This is not as
279.
correct.
Does Chris have him covered?
No,
This
Chris
is-
has
No.
100
Oh,
and
all
something.
111, I
not,
see.
Ryan's
111.
got this
Yeah,
is a
Ryan's
chunk.
got him almost 3-1.
This is almost this is almost a third of your chips. It's not a small. You know, you don't want to make a mistake right before the end of the day. So
I mean, with 10s here,
Uh-oh.
you have to feel
The
like
bugler's
you're
like,
very likely flipping, too, at best.
Honestly, maybe it's just because I spent 25 years as a superhero, but if I have a tough decision and they play that song, I'm like, you know what? I'm in. Let's go.
I call. Right? Does the song dictate your decision here? He hasn't asked for a count yet. Like, what's happening?
It's like he's trying to look into his soul.
What? Wow.
After the call he made earlier
Show the deuce.
on the other
Show
Nick.
the deuce. Just the deuce.
No,
He
he
showed
showed,
it.
he showed both
Show
of them.
the ace
Yeah.
deuce. Oh, sick needle. Sick needle. Wow, Ryan with the.
He was so deep in thought and thinking, and then the bugler went, dur, 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 dur. I'm like, oh.
I feel like if
I'm
you ask
calling.
for a count, and then it's like 70 to win like 150, you see they're getting 2-1 there. Like, what just happened? Interesting.
Yeah, if you lose, you just have to be the one shoving and redouble
Whoa.
up. Get it back right
Wow,
away.
What a fold there. I don't want to say it was a good fold, but it was a fold.
It's a pretty ballsy all in for sure.
It definitely was out of it was out of line for sure, and very well timed for Chris.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he put Ryan on as strong as a hand as he had.
Somehow the 10s are so much easier to fold than like jacks.
I agree. Yeah, you're not wrong. But I really like 10s, but I either win a big one or lose a big one with
But
10s,
jacks
to
are
be honest.
portraits, so they look
Portraits?
more intimidating. Portraits,
I've
yeah.
never heard
I
that.
see. I've never heard that either. That's why I looked right at it.
It's
Portraits?
psychological.
Well, no, I don't dispute it. I'm just saying everybody I know that I've dealt to, and a lot of my dealer friends all say the same thing. I hate jacks. They all hate jacks. I'm the only one that doesn't hate them. I don't love them.
I hate them, but I'll still take it
I'm
every
like,
time. I mean, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I'll take
jacks
it
are.
every time.
I put jacks in the friend zone. That's where I'm at. I don't hate them, but I'm like,
In the
well,
friend zone is-
we're never going to be a thing.
That's a great way to. That's a great way to put it, actually. Hey,
But everybody else seems to hate jacks with a fiery passion. I've never heard portraits before.
I'll take jacks face up. That's no problem.
I think that's a problem.
It's better than Steffi Mo when she's on the show with us. Deuces are the best hand in poker. Like, they're not. They're horrible,
Bruh.
and I'm shocked you actually have $1 to your name.
She can't actually believe that. That's got to be she's memeing.
That
I
did
would.
not sound like her voice.
I
though.
hope she's memeing.
well.
I thought that sounded exactly like her.
No.
actually. Rich flop top pair going to continue, and Ryan trying to get tricky, trying to get creative with the 4 high. Well, he saw a flop. I think it's about as far as you can go with that one. Yep. Adios. Hold the action hand for hand.
Hand for hand. See,
Just like that.
See, we don't get any of the blood. Kings versus queens versus jacks. No blood. They're
so-
getting all the blood on the other table. I'm jealous.
Good, because we need blood.
All right,
But
that's
hey.
my cue. I'm gonna go deal some horse.
Dana, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks
Well,
for having me.
Don't beat it dead.
Really.
What's your favorite horse game?
The one with the basketball.
Raz.
Raz.
You
I
would
think I'd
you
have
would
to,
like Raz. Frickin' hater.
Because I always get bad hands. Raz is the only game I can get bad hands and be good
But that's
at
what I hear from players all the time. I love Raz against all bad hands, and then they get like straight flushes
And then
and,
they get
stuff.
ace,
And
king,
I'm
jack,
like,
10. Yeah.
why? Why can't I get this in any other game? Just this one.
So we are 13-handed. We have what? If we have 7 here, we got 6 over there.
Yeah,
We're
7 and
playing
6.
hand for hand until one more player busts. At that point, we'll all be bagging and moving on to day 2. Dana, 'twas a pleasure.
Dana, ladies and gentlemen, stopping by. And here I thought Keisha was getting the audition.
One
for
of
the
Kennel
stream
Club's
team, but,
finest.
Dana throwing her hat in.
No, Dana did that one for free. Dana did that one for free?
Raise 10,000.
Pulled it around to Julian on the button. He's going to open. Queen 9 off. 2.5x 10K. Mike's going to defend.
Mike.
Pocket 8's on the small. Josh has Jack 9 suited. Very nice three-way type hand.
Does he want to hit a snowman? Yes, he hits it right on the flop.
A little bit of something for everybody. Mike hits a set. Middle set. Pretty good flop.
Bet 25.
The third nuts.
Gets bet into, and now he's going to make him drop.
And Josh has top pair with a gut shot.
Right.
Julian's got one over and a gut shot to the nut with the backdoor diamond draw. There's a little bit of something for everybody. This is actually kind of a sticky spot for Josh. He's going to just flat.
Play along.
I think if he's just not sure what to do, so he just flats. Kind of not good. Yeah, you make a move on the button, and then it goes bet, call.
Yeah, king.
Kind of just fold, give up if you're Julian on the button. Really good turn card for Mike.
Yeah, no help for Josh, really. Josh is looking for 2 outers to hit us straight.
In my perspective, like Mike should think that he has the nuts. Like nobody has kings or jacks here. Definitely not the big blind when he defended on a button raise pre. 30K. What is he targeting here? I think he's probably targeting, but he's thinking Josh probably going to have a lot of flush draws here. He's going to show the set. Oh, he's going to try to show the set.
He's going to try it. No, don't show it.
He
Dude, the poker gods were sending you a message. Don't show that.
He was committed to the show.
Didn't listen.
He said, I'm trying to show it. I'm going to show it. Committed to the show. He's got his hater blockers on, bro. Look at him. Mike D just chipping away, chipping up, 370K, just getting further and further away from the pack.
Option.
I like how Rich's glasses fell exactly like when
Right.
he was about to make a decision. I didn't see him. Did he nod his head or? Rich has the best hand here. It's a limp pot. He's just gonna jam it. Wow, Josh just snap
and we're gonna
calls.
play the
What?
feud.
I wonder what Josh was thinking. Was he just like just taking a stand? Do I think Rich
Maybe
is
he was watching
bluffing?
the stream earlier before he came to the final table. And he's all like, he's got 7 deuce, and I'm gonna spank him.
Wow, yeah. Rich is actually like he kind of winced. He kind of winced when Josh snap called. I think Rich was like not happy. He just wanted to take down some blinds and antes and.
I mean, he's a solid favorite here. He shouldn't be too upset.
Right. You're 2-1 favorite. Rich has him cover board, not by much.
I rarely win these.
Rich is
right.
not doing a good job of manifesting greatness right now. He's kind of being a little skeptical. But yeah, I mean, honestly, that's a very
The suspense is killing me, but in hand for hand, you have to wait for the action to complete,
the action completes.
on the other table. That's what we're waiting on
I
here,
mean,
folks.
honestly, on the money bubble, it's kind of a loose, limp call.
All right, here we go.
Back. Wow, what's going to happen? Oh, no.
Oh, wow. There's some outs.
Oh, no.
What?
No.
What? How?
Good
How?
Lord. Oh, that's tough. For
How, Drew?
So
How?
So Rich said, "I rarely win these," where he's a big favorite, 2-1 favorite, and
wow.
and just Josh flopped
Just
open-ended. I had a feeling. I had a feeling when he flopped the open-ended that it was not going to go well.
There's jinxing yourself, and then there's power jinxing yourself, and that's what Rich did. I rarely win these. King 10, Jack 10. Spikes the jack on the river because, of course, where else would you spike a jack? You know, when you're a 2-1 underdog. Hand for hand continues. Rich now in the small blind. He's got less than 3 orbits left.
Oh, that hurts. I feel for Rich. Rich has had a very
Wow.
up and down, frustrating day. And
No, it's been mostly down. The one up was the 7 deuce bluff.
No, I mean, like, look, man, he did to get this far.
Right,
having
which-
no hands is
Yeah.
impressive in itself. And Rich is just gonna kind of.
Here we go with an ace. I mean, I don't hate it.
No, this is standard. This is what you have to do at this point.
Yeah.
And it even looks like you could have Rich's range is 100% at this point. If you're looking from Chris's perspective, so now Chris is gonna run the numbers and you're like, well, it's
I'm suited, but it's 10-8.
it's like 6 bigs. You know, how can I fold? And you have a chance to take out a player on the bubble, and here we go. Oh boy.
All right, Rich again, a favorite. Not as big a favorite as last time, but a solid favorite. This time he's going to do the get up move.
Look, Rich has already got his bag. He's ready to go, dude.
Hilarity has ensued here at the broadcast booth.
That's tough. I have a bad feeling. I feel bad for Rich because it's just been so frustrating. His day has not gone the way he would like it to. He's made the most out of nothing, and he's gotten this far.
Yeah,
but he's a 60-40 favorite, not by much. But I haven't, like Rich already said, I run bad in these spots, and I have a bad.
We're waiting again for the other table.
I wasn't sure if that was in her headset. Kentucky Derby is currently
Oh,
popping off.
Is that a thing?
No. That's a thing. That is a thing. Oh, the suspense is actually killing me. This is worse than the last one.
That hand is really dragging on that other table.
Right. Here we go.
There it is.
And we're
All
off
right.
to the
10-8
races.
clubs.
Safe for Rich.
Yep, a 10 or an 8 for
Safe
Chris.
for Rich. Safe for Rich.
Safe. Rich. Rich stays alive. He will live to see another hand.
I'm so happy that my bad feeling was wrong.
I was gonna say, and right before Star Wars Day, he's sitting over there like Obi-Wan. I have a bad feeling about this.
I thought it's a trap, I thought.
So I'm wondering if there was an all-in on that other table because of that long delay.
Oh, we're in the money. Wow, Rich, the bubble burst.
Rich
doubles up last
survives.
second. He's got 13 bigs, but he's in there.
He's in like Flynn.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I know he's not happy about it, but heck, he's in there.
I would be ecstatic after that run out on that hand. I'd be like, I'm alive? Seriously?
A guy like Rich,
wow.
He knows that you need like a 150K, 200K chip stack going into day 2 in order to have a good chance of making a deep run. Anything could happen, man. You got 10 bigs, 20 bigs, anything could happen. All right, I'll tell you that.
Chair, man.
I'm just saying, the type of day that Rich has had, I feel for the guy, man. I feel for the guy. So just like that, we're in the money.
All right, the bubble has burst.
Our day here has concluded.
Our day of poker and fun and revelry has come to an end. And that's sad.
Unity.
But the good news is we've got more tomorrow.
And then the day after that.
And the day after all of the days. Moneymaker
all the
Tour.
way through May 18th. 13th.
May 13th.
Right,
Exactly.
13th, yep.
All right, so we appreciate everybody tuning in and hanging out with us. We hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like, follow, and subscribe buttons. Please, please, please. We just want you to like us.
Yeah, and for my co-hosts Matt and Drew, we will see you again tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
All right.
Have a good one.